We are live. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the next series. We have done Assassin's Creed 1. We have completed Assassin's Creed 2. We have bedded in the Animus with the character of Ezio, Auditore da Firenze. And we have reached the ripe old age, I believe, of 40 now in Brotherhood. And the saga continues. Wasn't that a absolutely mind-blowing end to a game, to a saga, to a story, when we met Minerva in the vault? But she has given us a clue that basically not all is well in the future. A cataclysm may occur, and we have to search and help Desmond search for the temples. We don't know who Desmond is. We never really will know who Desmond is. But Ezio is going to try his best because he sees that as his role, the prophet. Okay, so if you've not attended or watched one of my Let's Plays before, I go very in depth to the story as much as I can. I turn over every stone to reveal things about the lore, the world, the characters, the emotions, the motivations, everything I can. Sometimes I take it slow, and that's not for everyone. But I like to just tease out the story wherever I can find it. So super chats are always welcome and will always be answered, and will go towards the development of my stream setup. It's so that would be appreciated if as and when. And yes, so here we are, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We will start in just a few moments. How is everyone in the chat today? The chat is vibrant. It's great to see. Achieve Tech, Amazon Alex, Brett, Ross, our moderator Nikki, Akash, Green. Not seen you before in the chat. Welcome. Shadow Strikers. Amazon Alex says you should really play these on PC. I don't have one. I don't have one. One day maybe, if Santa is that way inclined. A lock to 30 frames per second. Yes, that's just the way it is. So Kieran Allen says, you're literally the only YouTuber I watch live streams of as they are happening. Also, Brotherhood was the first game I played on my 360. Well, let's relive it. Let's relive it together, Kieran. Okay. Shadow Striker says, why don't you have a PC? I have a Mac. I have a Mac. But as everyone well knows, Macs don't have Steam, or well, they do have Steam, but not lots of games on them. So, Green says, your video on AC2 was a godsend. My saved data on Series X corrupted on Sequence 8. I didn't want to replay it. Okay, right. Shall we start? Are we ready? Let us begin. Okay, with the audio, I've put it the same as I did AC2. I'm assuming it will be similar. If it's overpowering, if it's too quiet, do let me know. Can't deal with the audio just yet, but let's keep the subtitles on. And let's crack on. Let's do a new game. Let's call it Desmond 2. Don't know why. Oh, well, this hasn't got any audio. I think it's remembering that I've turned it down. So that's upsetting. But at least we've got subtitles. That's very upsetting. They won't stop until every single one of us serves them, literally. Fighting against them are the Assassins, a group dedicated to safeguarding humanity's free will. I was born into the Brotherhood. A couple of weeks ago, the Templars found me. They took me prisoner, strapped me into a machine they'd built, and put me to work. It's called an Animus, and where I spent most of my time exploring the memories of my ancestors, discovering entire lives locked deep inside my DNA. First, I revisited the life of Altair, an assassin from the Crusades. The Templars wanted the location of something known as a piece of Eden, an ancient artifact capable of bending people to their will. Once the Templars had what they were looking for, they decided my usefulness had come to an end, but Lucy saved me. Lucy Stillman, you beauty. When things were at their worst, she revealed herself to be an assassin and helped me escape. I was hoping that would be the end of my misadventures, but we were just getting started. Back into another Animus I went. Now I'm reliving the memories of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, my ancestor for the Renaissance, searching for a path forward. Through the bleeding effect, I'm becoming an assassin in more than just name. It will come in handy as the Templars prepare to enslave us all. They've found us, they've crashed our hideout, and we're fleeing the scene looking for a place to hide, only there isn't any. Time is running short. My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story. Okay, sorry about the lack of audio there, but we're back in. Once we're in the game, I shall mix everything beautifully. Cesare Borgia. So this is set quite after where we started.
Mario Auditore, let me hear.
The battlefield. So that is our antagonist, Cesare Borgia.
Rebecca, what's going on?
I have to run some diagnostics. I'll get back to you.
Right, so we're in the Animus here. And there's a sort of solar system.
The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
In the Vatican, December 1499, moments, seconds, at the same time as we just finished listening to Minerva. Listening. I'll read that in a second. Let's sort out. Listening to what was not meant for us. We were merely a conduit. Right, music volume. Let's turn that up. This is set to when I recorded them for the story video, so that's all down. Let's leave it at 6. The voice at 8. Let's put it up set to 7. Why not? Brightness is okay. Definitely keep that blood on. Action camera. Now, let's look at our first database. Ezio. Remind ourselves who this guy is. This beautiful man. So he's born in 1459. So he is 40 years old exactly. Well, this experience has been quite the education. Now, warning from here on in, Sean gets a little bit more sarky. He tries to test out a little bit more of his sort of writing humour. 80% of the time he misses, 20% of the time you might get a little laugh out of it. But we're going to be into the mind of Sean Hastings a bit more here, and we're going to realise that he is a bit of a dick. But that's okay. Dicks are fine. Dicks make the world go round. It's just we may roll our eyes every now and then. Although there's nothing in the history books following Ezio's disappearance from Florence as a teenager after the execution of his fathers and brothers, we know that he fled with his mother, Maria, and sister Claudia to his uncle Mario's Tuscan villa. Trained there as an assassin. He trained as an assassin. He prepared to hunt down the Templars, the men behind the execution, and hunt them he did, killing them one by one, until he reached their leader, Rodrigo Borgia. With the help of his uncle and the other assassins, he discovered Rodrigo's plan to open an ancient vault beneath the Vatican, supposedly leading to God himself. Ezio defeated Rodrigo, entered the vault alone, and communed with a projection of Minerva, a member of an ancient race that exists before humans. Here we go, here's some Sean. This all sounds very far-fetched when I write it out like that now, doesn't it? Fortunately, we have the Animus records to prove it, so we didn't dream it or anything, unless we're all in a dream right now. That's relatively tame for Sean. Okay. So, all of these pillars have retracted. This temple isn't for us anymore. We're going to get nothing more out of Minerva. Our mind is absolutely blown. We don't understand it. We left an ailing Rodrigo Borgia out here for some reason. Well, I think the reason was, historically, he wasn't dead yet, so the game couldn't kill off Rodrigo Borgia. But in terms of Ezio, he left him because he's grown up, he's matured. Revenge is something that it's a concept that he can pick up or put down, and nothing is true and everything is permitted, so he let him go. But we're going to come across some allies that aren't so happy with our decision there, and maybe it was a bad decision in the grand scheme of things. And he has disappeared, gone off to recuperate, and I'm not sure he hasn't taken the apple. Reason being, because the apple sat in that staff quite beautifully before. Oh, there it is at the top, I see it. So the staff and the apple. I might be confused about the apple, I'm not sure. But both of those are needed to enter, and only our presence would allow it.
Better in the hands of the earth than in the hands of man.
Uncle.
What can I say? We sent a single man against an entire army. I was worried. Quick, climb up. We have to get out of here.
This is a nice little reminder about climbing. But if we turn on the eagle vision, we can see where we're going to get out of this place. So the staff is lost to us. That's okay. We're not too concerned.
You would not believe the things I have seen, Mario.
Then be sure to stay alive that I might hear of them.
I expect opposition.
And I expect the Borgia to mourn the loss of many lives tonight.
Okay, Uncle Mario. Let's read about you. I didn't know he'd lost his eye. That wasn't apparent in the first game, but he's quite clearly received an injury there. That wasn't during the course of Assassin's Creed 2, was it? But he definitely only had one eye. Very strange. Not noticed that before, ever. One of the several important condottieri patrolling the Tuscan countryside, Mario Auditore was a born leader. He began his military career at 6 years old when he played a significant role in the Florentine and Milanese conflict of the Battle of Anghiari. While on an expedition to Monteriggioni with his father, he alerted the Florentine general Micheletto Attendola to the appearance of several dust clouds. Thanks to Mario, the attack was foiled and the Florentines won the battle. So Mario sided with Florence during Anghiari. For most of his career, he defended the interests of his hometown Monteriggioni, derailing Florentine attempts to seize Tuscan territory. So the younger brother Giovanni moved to Florence in 1454, so that's 5 years before Ezio's birth, to pursue a career in banking. Mario stayed at the family's villa, stating that he preferred fighting like a man to filling out balance sheets. So after Giovanni's death, Mario brought Ezio, Claudia and Maria to the family villa, gave them a place to hide out, to stay, to recuperate, and taught Ezio about the conflict between the assassins and Templars. Ever since, Ezio and his uncle have been inseparable. So Donald Trump's 34 convictions is pretty sure he lost it when Ezio's family was killed. Why would he have lost it then? I don't know if that's true, because he wasn't there. He was not there. We don't see him being injured at any point, I don't think. But maybe we didn't get to see the character model close enough. I'm not sure.
Che cosa fate qui? Assassini! God will see you pay for your crimes!
You have desecrated the sanctity of this holy place.
You condemn what you do not understand.
We must go, Ezio, now!
Okay, let's read about the Capella Sistina. Just reading a comment here from the chat. Shashwat, love the content, sir. Huge fan of the Assassin's Creed videos, but when's Unity coming out? This question is asked every stream, and I understand why, and I don't mind answering it. Not yet. I haven't made it, but it's on the list. It's on the to-do list. So I haven't got an ETA of any kind for you. So I haven't answered your question. Inspired by the architecture, Sistine Chapel of Solomon's Temple, the Sistine Chapel is the most famous room in the Apostolic Palace, the Pope's Vatican residence. The chapel's famous ceilings frescoes were only begun in 1408, so no climbing across the finger of God, but the wallpaper. We reread this at the end of the last stream, but we'll read it again. So Pietro Perugini, Botticelli and Ghirlandaio line the walls, but there's no Michelangelo's frescoes yet. So mass is held inside, and when a pope dies, they're locked in to choose the next pope and aren't allowed out until the chimney announces it. And worst of all horrors, no cardinals, unless ill, can be attended inside by more than one servant.
This is the voice of the devil!
Okay, so they've got a lot of very unhappy monks. Now they look, I wonder when this changed, if this is historically correct, because they're all in the sort of sackcloth monks cardinal type clothing now, which obviously means, you know, it shows austerity and no pomp and ceremony. But whenever you see a modern day depiction of the cardinals, they're all in their beautiful red gowns with jewellery and gold and very ostentatious. But yeah, you can see up there, no Michelangelo just yet. And that there was our platform where we leapt for our failed attempt at Rodrigo Borgia as he gave his, I'm saying homily, I don't think it's a homily, some kind of service to the cardinals. But what it is doing here is tutorializing us on how to get through crowds. Let me just push these bitches out of the way. Come on. Come on. Through the Sistine Chapel. I've been in here. It was underwhelming. What? It was a bit. I was young.
Did Rodrigo manage to hurt you?
Barely. My armor blunted his attack.
Oh, here are the cardinals. So they're just general monks. Here are the hardcore cardinals. Nicky Sam, Patient Wolf. Do you want the long or short story of Mario Scar? The long one, please. So on my thumbnail of the stream, I've got these cardinals with these hats at the bottom of the frame. I think they're really, really cool. I don't know if they wear these type of garb anymore, whether it's been developed or refined or adjusted. But we are in the Basilica di San Pietro. It's built in 326. The Garden of Paradise. So in the Garden of Paradise, we've got this egg-shaped statue. So unlike pagan temples which were lavishly decorated, the facade was plain. Yeah, something about being on top of a pagan site. Yeah, we read that at the end of the last stream. But yes, this is notable. This egg-shaped cone, sort of almost like pine cone-shaped sculpture. They all seem to be very, very interested in praying towards it. I'm not sure.
Be ready to fight.
Be ready to fight. Okay.
What are you doing?
Saving you from the look of things.
Not bad for an old
Right.
man.
Can't see very well.
Agreed. You still have some skill.
It was only yesterday.
Excellent.
Now we have the what's it called? A situation where we can chain things, which makes it a bit easier. So we can just rip through these guys. Okay, Mario. Back out into this beautiful garden. Okay, thank you, Nikki, for this explanation about Mario's scars, loss of eyes. We will get to that in a hot minute. I'm intrigued to find out. We can free run, of course.
There are too many of them.
I don't know how old Mario is, but if we're 40, he must be 60 if he's a day. So in a minute, he's going to show us he belies his years. Look at this.
Well, aren't you a funny man?
Across we go. Dutifully following our uncle, who has fetched us from the temple. We're going to have to go back to meet the rest of the assassins, whoever's there, and tell them about what we found. And how are they ever going to understand?
Over here. You're a dead man.
I think those guys are a lot easier to kill than they are generally. I think this is just a special case. Well, I've gone over here, Mario. Is that alright with you? I might have to jump over there. Okay. This reminds me, we're going to get to a moment where we... Oh, look at him. That's a good dance. That's dad dancing, that was. Did you see that? He could move his hips. Oops. That's a well-placed ladder for me. Yeah. So in Assassin's Creed 2, at the very, very beginning, with Federico, we climb somewhere and we come to the top and we enjoy a view with a loved one to start the game. That's exactly what we're going to do here. We were doing that for fun and sport and general camaraderie and just lust for life, but this one we are fleeing. We're a different person, different mindset, different world since that moment. That was the last of the happy times.
This decision is
No,
yours
he's got the
alone
apple.
to make.
He's
Only
got the
do
apple.
so quickly. Give it to me. You can do with it as you will later.
Bene.
Jump!
Uncle Mario's holding on to that apple for us. Ezio seems to trust him with that task. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Here we come. Stick with us now. This is 30 hours, pure gold. Okay, I think we might head into a cutscene now, but when we settle down into Monteriggioni, let's catch up with the chat, catch up with what's up with Mario.
And then Minerva talked about the sun. She told of a disaster that occurred long ago, and another that is coming.
Sometime far in the future, Vero. Then we need not worry about it.
See. Perhaps our work is finished.
Would that be so bad?
Whoa.
I'm so far in the future, is it worth worrying about?
We upgraded the arsenal while you
500
were away.
years.
Ah, and it is now customary for you to fire cannonballs at visitors.
My apologies. We only installed them a few days ago. My men are still being trained in their use.
Yeah, so that was telling us that it's not for Ezio to understand about the Cataclysm, about Minerva so much, but we are going to discover what needs to happen. We're still concerned about the Templars. We're still concerned about protecting this apple. And, yeah, why he left Rodrigo Borgia alive. I think Machiavelli is absolutely right. And look! Now we can enter Monteriggioni with our horses. It's a new edict handed down.
Back, Ezio.
Welcome
Look
back.
at Ezio. Let me see.
Buongiorno.
Prodigal Son returns. This is our town. We built it. We made it what it is
Place
today.
just keeps getting better.
Thanks to you.
Brother.
Claudia. It is good to be home. How is mother?
She's fine. I heard you were returning, but I'm glad to see it with my own eyes. The Contessa of Forli is here to welcome you. I had no idea you were so famous.
Caterina? Here?
Is it finished then? Is the Spaniard truly dead?
Gather the others in Mario's study tonight. I'll explain everything there.
Steel yourself, Ezio. They will have many questions.
Claudia, tell the Contessa I look forward to seeing her this evening.
Okay, let's have a little read about Claudia. Third child of Giovanni and Maria, sorry. Mario. And the first girl in the family. Claudia lived in a privileged childhood in Florence high society. So in Monteriggioni, fled to Uncle Mario's villa. Remained in the villa, caring for the nearly comatose mother while Ezio set off to avenge the murders. Now, we didn't find those 100 feathers. We didn't see her the moment that she woke up due to the symbolism of the feathers. That's a shame. I think the trade-off was quite high, though, to find all those feathers. But anyway, we're going to see a less comatose mother, Maria, in a minute. A record book recovered from the archaeologist reveals a relatively unexciting existence. Between months spent managing the villa's finances, brief periods of activity were supplied by Ezio's visits and the renovations he was able to carry out with the money brought back from his travels. Under her care, yeah, it's all her doing. We just brought the moolah back. We just put the money in the coffers, and then the development was all her. So she ushered in a new era of prosperity in the town. However, she remained cut off from the world she loved. To hear of Ezio's adventures only reminds me of my own lack thereof. Don't put yourself down. You've masterminded a thriving town where all people far and wide come and see it. I think it's a true achievement. This is not the life I've dreamed of as a child. Well, she's got bigger aspirations, obviously. Ezio does not understand. He treats me so delicately. I despair of ever emerging from this prison. So this has been added since the last game, and it's there to preempt a bit of discord between them, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate it is. So, heading back to Nikki and her fact about Mario. So, duelled Luciano, barely defeating him. Now, I don't know who Luciano is, I have to say. When was this? Was this before the goings-on or after? Defeating him and had him dragged back to the Villa Auditore. From the Florentine spy, he discovered that the city was sending the Condottiere Federico to Montefeltro to lead an attack on Monteriggioni. So that's something we read about. Luciano Pesati confessed the truth behind the siege, that the Florentines had attacked Monteriggioni in search of the mysterious artifact. Well, this must be an occasion that happened in a book, maybe? It's not something we know about. Achieved Tech confirming that the name of the new attack mechanic is chain kills. Yes, it makes it a bit more smoother, a bit more sexier. And Akash asks, do you still have Altair's sword and armour? I think this is Altair's armour, is it not? I think it is. Sword-wise, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Inventory. Weapons. Yes, we do. This is what we're rocking at the moment. The double blade, the hot damn fists, sword of Altair, the notch Cinquedea, and of course the hidden blade. The city well had been drained and excavated. Together with a miner and some of his men, Maria entered the well. While at the first they did not find anything. This is long. Did not find anything. Together they pushed against the wall and found a hidden corridor, filled with various deadly traps. Members of the group lost their lives to the trap. Mario himself was caught by a swimming pendulum, which blinded him in the left eye and left him with a scar across his face. And that's the end. Well, that's something we haven't seen. I'd like to discover whether... Well, what's the attributation to that, Nikki? Is it related to one of the books, or perhaps some other transmedia, like a comic? Hey, Leo, welcome to the stream. Right, let us crack on. I think we're going to have a meeting here with a young lady. Maybe not now, but maybe in a bit. So Mario was about 20 years old at the point he lost his eye. So he's always had his eye lost. That was the crux I needed to get to. When did that happen? Because it's not something I've ever noticed before. Not something I've ever noticed. Maybe the character model in AC2 it wasn't so clear, or maybe even disregarded. Hey Estevan, welcome to the stream. I've not seen you in the chat before. Welcome, welcome. We've got a few things to do now before we go and meet the other assassins. A few things to do. Let's check that out. Now, we can help a young lady. Now this section here, I find a bit troublesome in the grand scheme of things. It's a little bit rapey, I have to say, from our friend Mr. Ezio. And you'll see why in a wee while. Just a little bit, tiny bit rapey.
The men in this town are no better than little girls. An army should be helping me. And look, no one.
So Chief Tech says he doesn't have an eye on AC2. In Brotherhood, they updated the model to make it more clear. Excellent.
Cazzo!
Got to the bottom of
I
that
always
one.
get stuck with this.
So the lady's got a crate of flowers.
This box is heavy.
It's a heavy box for her. This is Claudia's friend.
Need some help.
Salve.
So many flowers. Your husband must be very lucky.
I am the lucky one. I have you here to aid me.
Let me see what I can do.
Back there, I may have given you the wrong impression.
Oh?
I have no husband. The flowers are for a party.
Am I invited?
To Claudia Auditore's birthday party in the villa. If you are willing to help me again, I need someone with class to accompany me.
What makes you think I have class?
I could tell the moment I saw you. No one in this town walks with such bearing. I'm certain Ezio Auditore himself would be impressed.
Oh? What do you know of Ezio?
Claudia thinks the world of him, but he rarely visits her. From what I gather, he's distant.
She is right. I have been.
Oh no. You? The party was intended to be a surprise. Promise you will not tell Claudia.
What will you do to keep me quiet?
Here we go.
I am
Here's the
sure I can
rapiness.
think of several things.
I'll be waiting to hear them when we get there.
So she, you know, she's going along with it. Sure, that she's going along with the innuendos, but he's effectively bribing her there, saying, "I won't tell her if we have sex." Now, that's not so rapey. That's just a bit, at best, he's a charmer. At worst, he's a bit of a lech. Okay. Here we go.
Now about earning my silence.
I have something in mind. There is one condition.
Anything.
You must wait until tomorrow.
If it pleases you, I will not stand in your way.
It will be worth the wait,
There it is.
Ezio. Trust me.
That was a suspect comment. She said, "I'm not going." So let's boil this down. She says, "Okay, but I'm not going to have sex with you now. If you can wait till tomorrow." And he went, "Okay, I'll wait until tomorrow." So, yes, he didn't say, "No, I'm not waiting. We're having it now, my lady. It's now. It is now." So, it's just mildly rapey. That's all. You know, as if he's in charge of when they do it. That is the worst that it gets for Ezio. There's a few bits where he's a bit pervy and he touches some boobs, but that's the worst it could get. You're not going to get cancelled over that, are you? Completely. You're not going to get cancelled over that. But you put yourself on the radar, shall we say? Put yourself on the radar. Someone would be gunning for you. So Nikki wouldn't mind at all a bit of Ezio. It's quite clear. It's quite clear to all on the stream that have been here before. Nikki likes a bit of Ezio. Sparrow says, I mean, he was close. Be pretty frustrated. He was close, but you know, he set it up for tomorrow. Just a bit of patience. He's putting irons in the fire, shall we say? Cancel Ezio 2024. Hashtag cancel Ezio. I'm not leading that charge. I think it's harsh. I think it's a bit harsh. There's some people who would, though. And let them do it. Let them do it. I think Ezio is strong enough to withstand the cancel crew. I think he'd just stand up to it. I don't think he'd be releasing a promise, you know, an apology video. He said, look, I tried to fuck her. She said no. I moved on. Just get over it. God. I don't, you know, I think you'd say something like that. Okay, changing the subject. Ezio's not getting cancelled just yet. Rami, I love this view. It's a great view, Rami. Good to have you on the stream. Okay, so as we came in to Monteriggioni, Mario, we got accosted by some testing to the cannons. So we are fortifying this place. That's what's happening. It's really about the mercenaries. So they were highly mobile in Renaissance Italy, moving from contract to contract. Professional captains called condottieri, usually paid for by cities, recruited men for a fixed amount of time. Many of the for-hire soldiers who served in Italy weren't even Italian, coming from Germany, Switzerland, Hungary. In their perpetual struggle to dominate Italy, the Italian states hired mercenaries to wage war against their Italian neighbours, and the soldiers, many of whom had no code of honour, would often rape and sack freely. Goodness. When the state that was bankrolling... I'd rather be sacked than raped, I have to say, out of the two. Sacked or rape, you choose. Sacked, please. When the state that was bankrolling them ran out of money, the soldier would disband, frequently to be hired to destroy the very city they had just fought to defend. Some mercenaries were honourable, fighting for a cause they believed in, but men such as these were few and far between. Where they existed, however, they were much sought after. So, I completely blanked on the name of him. Has a sword called even Fiona, I think. What's this bloody name? He's an assassin. We released him from somewhere in Venice. Bartolomeo. Bartolomeo is in charge of the mercenaries.
So, these are the new cannons?
Yes, Signor Ezio.
May I try one?
Yes, but... Go on, tell him. We cannot seem to make them work properly, and the fool who mounted them is nowhere to be found.
Then it is up to me to find him.
We do not want to waste your time.
It is not any trouble. I have all the time in the world now.
He's just helping out now. Glad to be back. I think he's avoiding seeing the assassins. He knows full well he should have killed Rodrigo Borgia in that temple. I think the moment he saw that he'd left with his tail between his legs, he thought, oh, I fucked up here. I've messed up. I'm going to get in trouble for this. Oh, God. So he's just filling time. So Nikki Salmon said, honestly, I don't think it was bad at all, referring to the rapey flirts. She clearly flirted with him. She chose to let him know she was single before knowing it was Ezio, and I also detected a flirty sarcasm in his voice. I don't think that stands up in court anymore, though, Nikki. She flirted with him. I don't know. It's a bit subjective, isn't it? But she flirted with him. Anyway, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. It was words. It was words. Estevan, thank you very much. The sword was called Bianca, not Fiona. Sparrow said he had a gamer moment. Was that me forgetting about Bartolomeo? Right, okay. We're fixing things. Right, this mercenary is not doing his work properly. He's not earning his cash.
Salve, Messere. We need you to fix the cannons on the battlements.
Leave me be. I do not begin repairs before noon.
Do you know what time it is?
I make cannons, not clocks.
If you are busy, someone else will fix them.
Uno momento. No one else will touch my cannons.
No one will touch my cannons.
Soldiers have no respect for artillery. They expect a gun to work like magic. You need to feel her out. Give her a little encouragement. We are only equipped with simple cannons now. But I got hold of a design from France, a hand cannon. Something called a wrought iron murderer. Imagine firing a cannon from your hands. That is the future.
Okay, I believe that Cesare Borgia has his hands on that wrought iron cannon. That is my belief. It is a cracking view, Rami. It really is.
What have you done?
We used them.
They were not ready for firing. You could have gotten us all killed. Let me see.
His breath is more fatal than our cannons.
Only when you two fools are shooting them. There, try it.
Fire at the target dummies.
Aim at something to test the alignment.
Okay. Target's killed. Load her up. Reload speed is lacking. I think we need the help of Leonardo. Design something a bit more rapid. But the power's not in question.
Someone here knows how to shoot. Now, for the other one.
Which other one?
I must
go.
go.
The cannon.
Thanks for your help. If you hear the cannons tomorrow, do not
Look
worry.
at this middle one.
We will
Look
be
at his
practicing
face.
At dawn.
Too
That's
bad
it.
it will not do you any good.
That's a
Very
sneer.
funny. Now fix the second cannon.
They don't like him. They think he's lazy. He's got some tricks. He's got some skills. He's got some wisdom. Got some knowledge. But they don't like his work ethic. Yeah, we are killing time, treading water, so we don't have to go and see Machiavelli. We know exactly what he's going to say. Where's the exit? There it is, we went straight past it.
Buongiorno.
Ezio, Mario is going to murder me. I have lost his favorite horse.
Do not despair. I will bring it back.
God bless you, Ezio.
Right. Where is said horse? Here he goes. There he goes. I'm chasing you. And I'm going to mount you. Ooh. Snuck past me. Feisty one. Come on, I'm pressing the button quite clearly. You're making an absolute fool of me here. There we go. She's a pretty one, isn't she? Yeah, I'm still missing the loss in the last stream. We had some horses, didn't we? Peggy, we left her when John did. That was sad. This reminds me of Peggy. Anyway, that stream's linked down in the description there if you want to segue to watch the VODs of Red Dead Redemption 1 if you didn't see them. That was a good stream. I enjoyed that.
Here.
Grazie, Ezio. I can no longer keep up with the horses. Promise me you will enjoy your good health. Do not spend as much time in battle as your Uncle Mario.
My battles have already been won.
That is good news. Arrivederci, Ezio.
Yeah, so Nikki reminds me of the other horses in Red Dead with Boots and Abby. They were good girls too. All good girls. Okay, the same old shops are here. We've got, I believe that's the tailor. No, that's the doctor. We've got the... Buy some more art from this guy. He's probably got some new stock in. What we've got here? Oh, yes. Some nice ones. We'll pick those up later. We've got the blacksmith and the tailor. Lots of new, slightly different weapons, slightly different game mechanics to discover as we go. But I think we've delayed the telling off as much as we can. So, Mario and Machiavelli, amongst others, will be in his office, in the villa, waiting to hear what we saw in that tomb, how we describe it. He must have to have thought long and hard, because he would have never seen anything like it.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
The beautiful Caterina.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your presence here?
I desire an allegiance. The papal armies have resumed their march on Forli. Your mercenaries would be a great asset to my cause.
It is likely that I can give you what you seek. But we will talk later. Mother. Machiavelli. It is done. Though not, I think, as any of us expected. I entered the Vatican and faced Rodrigo. No! Used the power of the papal staff against me, but I defeated him. Combining the staff and the apple, I gained access to the vault. There, a moving painting of the goddess Minerva spoke. She told of a terrible tragedy to befall mankind in the future, but gave hope of lost temples that will provide aid to humanity. And then she called out to a phantom, Desmond, as if he were there, standing beside me. After her warning, she vanished.
Amazing.
I cannot imagine such wonders.
The vault did not house the terrible weapon we feared. This is good news.
What of this goddess, this Minerva? Did she appear human?
Yes, but her words proved otherwise. All of her kind died many years ago. I wish I could show you the magic she performed.
Who is Desmond, and where are these temples Minerva spoke of?
I do not know.
Perhaps we must search for them.
Tell me how it ended with Borgia. Did Rodrigo beg forgiveness? Make excuses? Promise power in return?
No, none of those things.
Interesting. I'm surprised he remained so composed.
I let him leave.
The Spaniard lives? Once our enemies are dead, we can speak of vaults and gods and ancient places. You should have killed him. We're sure to suffer for it.
I am not here to debate the past. Together, we should discuss the future.
No. I am leaving immediately for Rome.
Ezio, I do not know why you spared him, but I trust your judgment. Machiavelli will come around.
It'll take a while though. He's pretty pissed. Okay, let's read about Maria, poor girl. She looks to be a bit more compos mentis now, coming out of her fugue state, and her traumas are kind of put in their proper place. So these are the final lines of Maria's diary about going to the market. She's born into the powerful banking family of the Mozzi. Maria is one of the most famous historical sources of the time. I don't think this is real. I think this is fictional, this Maria Auditore. Due to her multi-volume diary, which has been translated by several notable scholars and is on display in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. Now, thanks to the Animus, we know why her diary ceased. After her husband Giovanni's arrest, during which Maria was mistreated by Florence's guards, she entered a semi-catatonic state. Cared for by Ezio's sister Claudia at the Villa Auditore, she remained silent for years, until Ezio brought her a bundle of feathers he had collected during his travels, an activity that her youngest son Petruccio once engaged in. Part of me is a bit sad we didn't find the feathers and experience that. I feel like I let the world down, let myself down, let Maria down. Brought back to life by Ezio's gift, her temperament has been improving steadily since. Welcome Dark Dyroth. Welcome Vicky Spencer. She says, I love your videos. I wish I could participate in the lives, but I'm always at work. I live in Arizona, USA. I just caught this on a break. No worries, Vicky. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Hope you're able to catch the VODs and enjoy those. And if you do catch the VODs and you're not in the chat, do leave me a message. Do leave me a comment. Tell me how you found the channel, found the videos, how you're enjoying the series, what you'd like to watch next, and who you are and where you're from. I always love getting comments. So, the gallery is still well stocked from our behaviour in the last game. Going to bed, and we're gonna get it on. Get it on with a thong. Katerina on. Getting dressed, getting bathed. He knows what's coming. He knows what happens when Katerina comes to stay.
Welcome home.
They're making love. Just a touch of love. She's a good-looking lass, is Katerina, I have to say. She's a good-looking lady. But they don't know what's happening next, do they? They're all relaxed. The oxytocin is flowing.
You don't need to
It's
ask.
to be replaced by adrenaline in a hot
One
minute.
should always have the freedom to choose. Shh. What's that?
Probably just training exercises.
Merda. I have to find Mario and rally the troops.
My men are in the courtyard. I aim to lead them around back and flank our attackers.
Stay out of sight.
She's used to a siege, that woman. She knows exactly how to respond to such occasions. Straight to it. Not letting the fear rule her. She's off. We need to beat all our hard work. Being stripped away here.
It's the Borgia!
How did we not see this?
They must have massed to the east during the night. We need to hold them off until the townspeople have escaped.
I will take care of it.
Use the cannons above the rampart. I intend to lead a frontal assault.
Do you have it?
I am keeping it safe. The Borgia must not be allowed to breach the walls until everyone is safely away. Insieme per la vittoria.
Insieme. Uncle, be careful.
I will.
The last moments. Right. After we led a frontal assault on Caterina's Forza, we must do so again. Against the Borgia. This is quite great. We're being guided through it, we're being swept through it. But what a cutscene this is. It represents everything we work towards being eroded away by cannons and all sorts. That's alright. Now let's get up here. So the fortifications are being eroded.
Back to keep the villagers escape. Load the cannon. Aim for the cannon, signore!
Right now we can do two at a time if we get them in the middle. Be careful about it. Got to worry about city's fortifications. They are after the apple. That's what they're after.
Aim carefully. We can't stand this attack much longer.
Nearly half the townspeople have made it out.
Right, we'll spin around over here. It's going to take a hot while to move it round. That was 3 at once, that was.
He's dead, signore! Keep loading the cannon!
Okay. Thank you, Nikki. Turn down the special effects a touch. Let's just tick it down 1 for now. I'll focus in on getting this done.
Some townspeople still haven't escaped. Keep going.
Okay, now we're trying. Fortifications are about to go though. Let's head over here. Where are they? Up on the hill? Where are they? There? I can't see them.
Almost all the townspeople are outside the wall.
Did I get some? If I did.
You have saved them. Wait!
Yeah, we've done it.
Soldiers are climbing the walls. Signore, forget the cannons. You must stop them.
Go! I will carry on here.
Defend the ramparts. Ooh. So I've got the hidden blade. Come on then. Got to get this timing right. Never do. Still quite a short window of time for the hidden blade. Now, chain attack working quite well there with the hidden blade. Oh, that's not there. So it's a significantly decent weapon. The hidden blade in comparison. Nice animations. Now with a big boy. Kicking him. Beautiful. There's another guy. Come on then, come outside. Can't go in there. Now that's better that we've got that. Right, we need to come on, have him out here.
They're breaching the gate!
Dear old Mario.
I know you're there, Ezio! The Pope told me about you and your little group of assassins. And this! Give me the gun his friend fashioned for us! We've had too much bloodshed. I think the cleansing is in order. So consider this an invitation from my family to yours.
Now he gets shot at the exact same time, and I don't know by who. It's a bit confusing, that one, because Mario got shot, then he got shot. A bit odd. Makes you think, what? It wasn't clear. We needed to see someone shooting that, other than Cesare shooting Mario.
I can walk.
Look out! They are coming! Everyone, retreat to the villa!
I cannot fight like this.
Stand with me! Now, get him!
Okay, sword time.
Get him!
They've only got 2 health points, these dudes. Not very significant in comparison. Okay, poor old Mario. He's done. That's a real shame.
There he is! His trash is dealt with.
Right, but we haven't got time to grieve right now because we need to save Maria. We need to save Claudia. Yeah, need to save Claudia. Oh, I didn't set that off. That was just an animation. That was a kill animation. Automatically, it was sexy. Execution streak, very cool.
Get him!
You're not getting away with it. You don't do that to my citizens and get away with it. Select the weapon. What's I supposed to select? This one. Nice. Okay. Let's get back in the villa. Get safe. You get in there. We're in Mario's study.
I will hold them back. Stop! Wait for us!
We thought you had been killed, Sir Ezio.
Not yet.
Where does this passage lead?
To the north, outside the walls.
I am surprised it exists. Let me through. I must go help the troops.
Okay. We're invited to think about that guy again at some point. But we are safe. We're in the sanctuary. We've got a way out.
Where's Mother? Is she all right?
I am here, Ezio.
Grazie a Dio.
So no time to mourn, Uncle. We've got to get the citizens safe. And more importantly, the Auditores.
We could not leave without you.
The way out will be dangerous. Protect our mother.
Going past Altair here. To our right is Aya. Or Amunet.
Where is Mario? I thought he would be waiting for us.
The Borgia infantry are circling the town!
Mario is dead. You must leave this place. Take Mother to Firenze.
Get me a horse!
You are not coming with us. Where are you riding?
To Roma!
Go, my son. Destroy them. But remember for whom we assassins fight.
Okay, he's got significant injuries. Blood loss is ongoing. The boy can't make it. Sequence 1 complete. I think we might be checking back to modern day now, I'm not sure.
Lucy, I can't seem to get a position on Ezio's POE.
There we go.
POE? Could one of you tell me what's going on?
Sorry, Desmond. Peace of Eden. In the Vatican, Minerva talked about other temples, that they're the key to preventing whatever terrible thing is about to happen to the Earth.
Right.
To find the temples, I'm convinced we need to get our hands on Ezio's Apple of Eden. Minerva altered it somehow when she touched it.
Wait, we're at the Auditore Villa.
Yes, it's our last safe house in Italy. It turns out the Templars are watching the border.
Ezio hid the POE sometime in 1507, but when I try to access that DNA sequence, he seems to be remembering something else.
Like a memory inside a memory?
Yes, exactly. Maybe.
Exactly, maybe?
I believe you experienced something similar back at Abstergo, didn't you?
Subject 15 exhibited memory within memory-like patterns, but she was pregnant. The memories of both the fetus's father and mother were competing.
Desmond's not pregnant, at least, as far as I can tell. Might just have had a big lunch.
Can you skip ahead to a later memory?
No, it doesn't work.
Well, that sounds familiar. We couldn't access Altair's later memories until Desmond had improved his synchronization.
Then it's possible something similar's occurred here. Ezio's troubled state is being transposed onto Desmond, destabilizing the memory. Either that, or Rebecca's just not a very good engineer.
Thanks, asshole.
What? I'm simply listing possible explanations. And that is amongst the most likely. Touchy?
This place isn't secure. Cell phone surveillance can see right through the walls.
Don't you mean satellite surveillance?
Are you kidding? Abstergo upgraded to cell towers ages ago. The waves go through everything above ground. They're gonna find us.
No, they aren't. Come with me. There's a beam blocking it from the inside. We're not getting in this way.
What's our next move?
The road just loops back into the highway. This is not a good place for us to be right now.
Do we have any tarps? We need to cover up the van.
I really hate to stress this, yeah, but we are running out of time.
Well, help us then, Sean. Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe there's another way into the sanctuary.
Hey, I think I've got something.
Okay, we're there. So, my memory is hazy, but I caught the bit about Minerva touched the apple, so changed it, tweaked it somewhat, gave it some, unlocked some powers within it. So this apple can open the temple. They need to find the apple and they need to find the temple. They are here in the last safe house they know of, because maybe the Templars don't know about this place, but they need to get underground because satellite surveillance has been taken over by mobile signal surveillance, which can go through walls but sort of can't get down into the terra firma as I see it. So the sanctuary is going to be our place. We can't get in there at the moment because it's sealed up, but we're in Monteriggioni 500 years later.
Follow me.
Desmond, that was pretty awesome.
It just felt natural. We can get in through here.
It's strange that Lucy doesn't know.
We'll just wait up here then, shall we? Yeah, all alone with
How to leap
massive
of
targets
faith.
painted on our backs.
Most, well, all assassins historically can do the leap of faith, can't they?
Great to be out
in
of
modern
the
day.
Animus.
This isn't
it's
exactly
not
my
needed.
idea of a good time.
Well, let me guess. You're more the in-bed at 6 type.
What? Desmond? I know how to have fun.
Oh, that's very convincing. Yeah, I'm convinced.
Okay, okay, after we save the world, I'll show you.
Wait, can I get that in writing?
We have light.
Okay, so they have a little bit of a tete-a-tete here, a bit of back and forth there, sort of closeness, friendship, sexual tension, whatever is developed mostly in this section here. She lets her guard down, she starts to be a bit more amenable to banter. So this is where they get to spend a bit of time alone for the first time since Abstergo, by the looks of it.
I don't see anything.
Run! Get out before I soldati catch you! Correte! Go!
It's interesting that the
They
body
escaped
still
through here.
lies
What?
as it was.
Ezio and the villagers. After the attack, I can see them now.
I know it's difficult, but try to compartmentalize, Desmond. Focus on the present.
What if I can't stop the visions? How long before I start painting symbols on the walls?
Don't joke about that. 16 is dead. We're focusing on the present, okay?
16 is dead. We're focusing on the present, and the present is we've got to get in to the sanctuary through these series of tunnels and switches. Way.
Great, it's stuck.
I can get under there.
Ready.
Drop it, big lad. Don't drop it.
Any chance you can lift that gate?
Not unless you want me to end up like that skeleton.
I'll find a way around.
Yeah, Amazon Alex, she's not as skilled as us. That's quite apparent now, isn't it? But yeah, like I was saying, historically, whenever we've come across an assassin, they are trained to the max in all of the parkour and the leap of faith.
Watch out for bats!
But in the modern day,
I meant in case you see any.
there seems to be frontline people and then backroom people. It seems like the three of those are the latter.
Desmond?
It's more ghosts.
I'm here, okay? Stay with me.
Okay. So the bleeding effect is frequent for us now. I don't think we need to go up here, but let's have a little look. And it's scaring us because we know what's happened to Subject 16. We know that he went a bit mental, and we don't want to go the same. We can handle a few visions, but as long as it stays there.
Did anything fall on you?
No. Is Mother all right?
Desmond, we can't climb this.
How about you give me a boost?
That's a bad idea.
I could throw you into the air and you grab the ledge.
Even worse.
Follow me.
Welcome to the stream, Ahmed. Yes, this chat's quite relaxed, but let's try and leave spoilers let's treat the game as it happens, rather than foreshadowing certain things. I've played it. Many people have played it in the chat, but let's enjoy it in real time.
How about this?
What are you going to... Nice job.
I aim to please. I wonder how old these tunnels are.
Middle Ages, probably. Luckily, the beams still hold our weight.
After all this time in the Animus, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but you're really getting fat.
Ouch.
I even
It's a
told
good point,
Rebecca to
actually.
ride in the Animus.
Seriously?
No.
It's a good point. We don't know exactly how long we stay in the Animus in terms of hours. But I mean, brain activity is quite the energy suck, and I imagine we're using lots of brain activity. So there's no sort of situation of the Animus where we're sort of intravenously fed. I don't know how long they're staying in there, but for context, we came out of the Animus 2 or 3 times, and we were there 2 days. So we're good 12-hour shifts at least in the Animus with nothing to feed us. So I don't imagine we're going to grow too fat with that kind of behaviour.
Up we go.
Ready.
Okay. Just having a nice moment with Lucy. Nothing develops.
You know, when I came here last...
When
Speaking
Ezio
of spoilers.
came here. Yeah, I meant Ezio.
I shouldn't put you through all this. It's not right.
Hey, all joking aside, I'm having the time of my life. And it's thanks to you.
Just focus on where you're going, okay?
So I think he probably could have learnt a few more things from Ezio. He can use, he can climb, he can fight, he can use the hidden blade. But surely he could get, a bit of charm and sleaziness going on. Oh, you'll feel my hot breath, Lucy. And then, it's a perfect time. They're in no rush. When in Monteriggioni, baby. Ah, here we are. Here we are. This is Domenico Auditore and his son. I think this one is... not sure which one's Domenico. We didn't... There was one with vines on, and I can't remember which one it was. And with those vines, can't remember who was supposed to be under them. But Domenico and his son, this is their tomb. We've come through this way. That's interesting that we got here. Did not know that was connected. Right, so are we going up? Are we going down? We're going down.
When did this become my job?
If I pulled all the levers, then what would be left for you?
Nothing.
Nice try.
Ready?
Found a switch!
Something's open.
Okay. So Nicky says, most likely the father who had the vine on when he visited the grave as a young man.
I'm stuck over here, but I can see a lever across the water.
Great. Ezio gets a bath with Caterina Sforza, and I get a swim in a toilet.
Well, just use your wiles. I'm sure Lucy can succumb to your charms. You're an attractive man, Desmond. She's an attractive woman. You're alone. You've been through a lot. Tensions are high. Come on now. Channel your inner Ezio. Get laid, son.
I've got this one.
There's another lever up ahead. Come over here.
Okay. Now he... Using the swan dive there.
Stop whining.
It's easy for you to say. You aren't swimming in medieval toxic waste. Ugh.
Well, I thought we could get up here, but maybe... Yeah, we can. It's just waiting for my conversation to end.
I smell terrible.
You're exaggerating.
Okay.
Remember, this is the time of your life.
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Ready?
Go for it.
It's a very, very complex
Okay,
and
release
unnecessary way through.
How come you don't have to get wet?
Because you're here,
Charming.
aren't I?
I've got you.
Thanks.
Ezio! We are on the other side! Hurry!
Okay. Mum, sis. It's all coming through 500 years later with the bleeding effect. Don't need the Animus right now. We're experiencing it right here.
Great. The bridge is out. We can't jump this.
I have an idea. You'll have to help me. Stand at the edge and get ready.
Ready.
Press any button.
Made it! Let me see.
Oh, you go on ahead. I'll just stay here to die in the dark with the bats.
That'll do. That'll work.
Jump across.
Nice work.
The bats will be disappointed.
For now.
Soldati, I have found an entrance.
Okay, that's carved off, but they've put a hole through there, though. I think I remember having a little bit of trouble with this back in the day. I can't remember why. I remember dying a couple of times, not dying, but dropping down, having to do it again.
Here.
So let's see if this
Good.
happens.
Let me just go and get that bridge down for you.
I did the last one.
And I'm sure that will be
Don't
your
see
last
why I
one.
would have done.
Haha, very funny.
Got it!
Thank you, Desmond.
And maybe it's here that I don't quite never quite understood where to go. No, it's fine.
Now it's my turn to even the score.
I never liked that line.
There.
It's not very
Thanks.
well crafted dialogue. It's almost like a,
Do
you
your
know,
magic.
there is a tension there, but they are, you know, nagging each other, sort of playground crush type of comments, getting at each other. And it's not very well scripted. What now? Down the stairs, maybe? Continue round. I've always quite liked his hoodie and bag thing going on. It's a bit early noughties, but I like it. Especially the hoodie. I don't know, I don't think it looked very cool these days, but it's a decent enough outfit design, I think.
Up you go.
Thanks. We make a good team.
Okay.
Come on, Desmond, let's go. I can see the sanctuary.
Okay, so we've reached it. We're going to let our friends in, and then that's our home. There's his boy.
Wow. He looks so old. Ezio must have come back here way after the attack. But why?
Desmond!
Right. Let's open that door.
Okay. He was marking some breadcrumbs, wasn't he? As I remember. For future folk. He understood his role all too well.
There's something
That was his
here.
game.
Can you open the damn bookcase, Desmond?
So, triangle with 14, 19, 20 and 21. Immediate thoughts would be it would be dates.
You guys did it!
About bloody time. What's that?
Looks like something Ezio left behind. There are numbers underneath it. 1419, 1420, and 1421.
Maybe you should lie down for a bit.
No, it's all right. I'm fine.
Whoa, they really built this place to last. No signs of structural damage, no cell signal either. Should be safe to set up. Let's get the Animus down there.
Well, very different.
Okay,
Vines growing.
everything's good here. Sean, hide the van in town, and make sure you aren't followed.
What? What is that smell?
It's my clothes.
They smell like you swam through a sewer.
It was Lucy's idea.
Wait a second, guys. We need power down here. There's a line running nearby I can hook into, but the wattage is weak.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Anything else you two would like? You know, some caviar perhaps? Maybe you'd like me to knit you a lovely hat? No? Fine, follow me.
Okay, can I hang out with Desmond now? I wonder if it would be a similar vibe. Similar tension. Similar flirting. Okay, ours is to sort out the power. Plenty of power for the Animus, by the looks of it. Needed.
Right, look around Monteriggioni for circuit boxes. Rebecca's little doodahs, they'll reroute small amounts of electricity to the power line underneath the villa. Don't ask me how they work. If I understood that, I wouldn't be the fella hiding the van.
Okay, vision on. This is one of them. Yeah, it's not too late for the franchise for Sean to, you know, have kind of a revelation. It was a bit of a sham marriage between him and Rebecca. Sham relationship, and all he really wanted was Desmond, but that was never to be. So he pushed down his emotions and his feelings, strange feelings he didn't quite understand. He knew he was closeted, but you know, he wanted to stay that way. And then in AC Shadows, they bring in the modern day. And Sean confesses his real feelings, who he really is. He's felt that way ever since he can remember, but has been too scared to indulge it. But he does. I'd like to see that. Okay, we are following. Following the wires. Okay. Here I can see some wires, so I'll have a look around here. Another one there. I'm scared that I'm not going to find them very easily. There's one more to find. I'm going to follow it onwards, but we may have missed one back where we came, but we can just backtrack, can't we? So, no, this one is a bit brighter, so let's look around here. There we go, we're all good.
I'm back.
Just in time. The sun's rising.
Yes, it's booted. We're good to go.
Did you miss me? No? Anyone? Hello? Am I speaking out loud? Hello? Workaholics.
Let's get started.
They're all getting ready, doing their roles. They're quite happy with them, if we remember. Sean's role is he's the historian. He connects the dots, gives the clues, helps out the search. Lucy's the boss, oversees the team, and Rebecca is in charge of the Animus, in which she has created, basically, this Animus 2.0. Obviously not her initial design, but she's developed it, and she develops it further as the franchise goes on. And the Animus kind of develops over time anyway. Okay. Now, we may, at some hot point, be able to get inside our emails, and even perhaps look at other people's emails. I can't remember. But on Sean's historian's wall, there's lots of references to Rome, but there's also the Castel St. Angelo there, which is obviously Rome as well. But there's the Pope. There is Leonardo da Vinci. I don't know who that is there, that lady. Maybe that's supposed to be Lucrezia, maybe. I think that's Cesare there. And down here, there's sort of people in cardinal outfits. I don't know who they are. Maybe that's the Pope as well. Crossbow, which we've got to look forward to. Lots of little clues and tidbits of what we're going to come across. Okay, we'll go in a minute. Rice, welcome to the stream. Hi Wolf, I tried playing all AC games before Shadows, but I had to give up at AC 3 Liberation. I found it a very, very boring game. Hey dude, skip them. If you're not enjoying them, skip them. Try the next one. And there's no shame in skipping them at all. Watch my story video of Liberation. It can be... It's not the best game, Liberation. It's got a half-decent story. But like a book, if you're not enjoying it, just stop. Move on to the next one. Unless you've got OCD and you absolutely have to finish, otherwise you'll give up. But I think you can overcome that. Crack on to Black Flag's next. Just crack on with Black Flag. I'm sure you'll pick up the passion again with that. That is monstrously good. So, Larry Sellers, welcome to the stream. Who are they of? I think we can probably still find out. I can't remember. He's... we've been through this many a time. Lots of them I can't remember. This one is Amunet. And Amunet is the only one that features in... No, I think that's incorrect, actually. There's another one that features in a game. Maybe Odyssey. But Amunet features in... Origins. Yes, and that is how we accessed the Altair outfit, by collecting all these guys' seals. Right, let's speak to them if we can.
Do you have any clue about those numbers under the drawing?
1419, 1420, 1421. Maybe something to do with the 100 Years' War. Or wait, in 1419, Pope Martin V arrived in Florence, right? He left for Rome in 1420, and that was the same year Brunelleschi began building the Duomo. And in 1421... Yeah, I'll have to do some more research, I think.
Okay, so we're mulling over those dates, and he's got a few connections, but he can't connect them all together very well. So he's going to think on about that.
So, what do you think of Monteriggioni?
This is not Monteriggioni. Monteriggioni existed in the Renaissance. Ask me how the town was in 1554 when it was seized by Florence, and I'll tell you.
Huh. I figured you'd like it nowadays. Seems not to have changed much.
Exactly. History is the study of change. Change is life. When things become static, it means they're dead.
History is the study of change, and change is life. When they're static, when things become static. If you stand still, you die. Thank you, Nikki. The stat tunes are Callan Gal, Darius, Wei Yu, Amanet, Iltani, Leonius, and Altair in the middle. And Chief Tech said Darius is in Odyssey. I think he is in the Legacy of the First Blade, I believe, the DLC, which I've only glossed over as a gameplay experience. I didn't sort of take much note of the story. So I look forward to playing that with you guys in 5 years when we get to it. Okay, Sven Albert, welcome to the stream. Not seen you before. Hey Wolf, have you played Syndicate before? Feel like your commentary on that game would be fitting and perfect. I have played it. It's the reason I started this channel. Loosely. I've told the story on one of the streams before. You'll have to dig it out because I'm not telling it again. But yes, Syndicate. I think if I went to it now, I'd find some of the parkour and movement a little bit janky, but at the time I was well in.
We don't have time for chit-chat.
Okay, he's done. Lucy.
Get in the Animus, Desmond.
What are we gonna do about Abstergo?
Wait it out. As soon as we find the apple, I get in contact with our other teams in Europe, but as far as Italy goes, we're on our own.
It'd be nice to have some help from above.
Our top assassins are busy gathering info about the Templar satellite launch. We've pinpointed several possible facilities in the US, China, and Russia, but there are no clear leads yet.
They're still hunting for an apple, a suitable apple to go in this satellite launch, but their aim of the game is to send that bad boy up there. Everyone knows they're sending satellites, but they've given another reason, just developing their communications offering. But when the apple is sent up there, it's going to amplify its signal, and remembering that the apple can control receptors, dormant receptors in the human mind, to bend to the will of the wielder. So that's their aim there. But we're less concerned about the Templars than we are about this cataclysm. And the warning from Minerva that we've got to find the vault, because in there is learnings that they've gathered to perhaps stop it. That's our aim, and that will be our aim for many an hour yet. But sure, if there's a Templar plot, if there's something we can stop with the Templars, we'll do it, sure. But it pales into insignificance when we understand what we're facing otherwise. Right, let's not be careful not to go in. Have you got any more to tell us?
Get in the Animus, Desmond.
What are the other teams doing?
Combating Abstergo's search for pieces of Eden. As far as I know, Abstergo has no clue about the temples and Ezio's apple. We might actually be ahead for once.
Okay, no clue about Ezio's apple. Any more?
We have work to do.
No. Okay, Rebecca. My favourite.
You seem focused.
I've been busy patching new systems into Baby here. She's only gonna get better.
Is Desmond gonna be able to relive memories this time?
As a matter of fact, he will.
Yeah, she's my favourite because she's the right side of dorky. She's got some passion for it, some real verve when it comes to talking about things she loves. And I think there's nothing sexier than someone when someone has got passions about things. There's nothing cooler, in my opinion. I don't care what it is, tiddlywinks, but if someone's got a real passion for something, that interests me.
Always a tech geek?
Nah, I was into sports, but then I broke my leg and started playing with computers. Who knew that coding could be just as exhilarating as strapping on a board and dropping out of a helicopter?
Just FYI, you might want to get your adrenal glands checked. You know? Because that is not normal.
And you're also an adrenaline junkie. Any more? Any more? Any more?
Gotta stay with the code.
Okay, they're all tapped out for conversation, so we've got to get back in there. if we were going to boil Sean down into one word, I think Achieve Tech. Achieve Tech's nailed it on the head. He is a hater. He's a naysayer. He knows his stuff, but he's pedantic. But he's on the team. So we've just got to put up with that, haven't we? Right. We are away from the signals of Abstergo. They can't reach us here. This is our last safe house. We need to find where that apple is. We need to find where that temple is. We've got to go down the rabbit hole and follow where it goes. The assassins, remember, are depleted, severely depleted, almost extinct. So we are one of the few teams left. So we've got to fly the flag here. Hey Space Monk, hey Siva, welcome to the stream.
As you may have noticed in the van, I've made some improvements to the Animus, and I've also patched in a new VR training program. Here you can show off all those flashy moves you picked up from your ancestors. Let me open one of the missions.
Short kill streak. Yeah, this is interesting. In 45, get the longest kill streak possible. What are we on? Oh. No, I think we ruined it. I think 11's all we're going to get here. That was the best we could do in the short kill streak.
You can access more VR missions through the Animus desktop. As you complete training sessions, I'll add additional challenges. To stop your subconscious from rejecting Ezio's later memories, you're gonna have to live them in the order his genome recorded them. Highlight sequence 2 for me, Desmond. Good, now select it and you're gonna see the memories inside. Once you've unlocked a memory, by accessing this menu, you can relive it as many times as you want.
But what if there are memories I just want to forget?
Desmond, this is very important. If you need to take a break, log out of the Animus. You can leave the machine whenever you like.
I'm all set to go. Don't worry.
One last thing. As you raise your synchronization by executing events the way Ezio lived them, you might even discover some repressed memories. Okay, let's get started. Select the first memory.
Let's
Desmond,
find those repressed
I've been looking
memories.
at those gibberish 5-digit codes from the end of Subject 16's files, and I seem to have discovered a remarkable coincidence. The codes correspond perfectly with coordinates inside the Animus. I've tagged the landmarks, pinpointed by the coordinates with eye icons in the database.
Aha.
Now, odds are you won't find anything there, but, well, who knows?
Okay, remembering we were very ill, losing a lot of blood, fell off the horse, we needed rescuing. And so we have been.
The pain will end soon.
Where have you brought me?
Nowhere, Messere. A man left you here.
Did he say anything?
Only this. You are to meet Messer Machiavelli in front of the Mausoleo di Augusto. Let me help you get dressed.
The same man who brought me here gave me these clothes?
Si, Messere.
Okay, so maybe it was Machiavelli that brought us here? He's got plenty of eyes and ears around the place, so maybe He heard about him, had him brought here. And he's not fully fit. He's 40 years old. It takes him a little bit of time to get back to full fitness. But he has been given his outfit. Or an outfit. This is a new outfit, of course.
Yes, or what is left of it since the Borgia came to power.
And the mausoleo?
Unfortunately, you cannot see it from here.
How about from the top of that church?
Yes, but the stairs up are closed.
That should not be a problem. Vi ringrazio di tutto quello che avete fatto per me, buona donna. Addio.
A wilderness of tigers. So, if I'm remembering this correctly, find a doctor to heal the wounds from the Riddler attack, then climb the church tower to locate the mausoleum. So we've lost all our weapons. They're gone. We've lost our Altair outfit. That's maybe gone forever. I'm not sure. Our sword, everything like that. At the moment, we are a bit ill, so we need to go and heal. That's just tutorializing it for us there. But I think we've lost a few tricks. And one of those, I think, is the jump. The grab jump. I think we pick that up again later, but I might be wrong. I might be just talking the bullshit.
Oh.
Nicky Sam says Machiavelli reveals late in the game that it was him that brought him. Okay, so I'm spoiling things. Don't spoil things, Wolf. Okay, Roma. Evidence suggests a human presence in the area of Rome for 10,000 years. The mythology of early Rome tells us that this city was founded by Romulus. So this is mythological. Was raised in a cave with his brother Remus by a she-wolf. Apparently the two infant boys took their nourishment from a teat. Archaeological evidence supports that Rome did in fact grow from pastoral settlements on Col Palatino, the future site of the Roman Forum, upon which there are several caves. Eventually, the Republic of Rome was founded in 510 BC. The successful and wealthy Republic gave birth to the Imperial Roman Empires circa 27, which was sprawling territories ruled by succeeding emperors. When the emperor fell in 476 and the Roman Catholic Church took power in 756, Rome continued to be both an economic and cultural powerhouse in Europe. In the mid-14th century, Florence surpassed Rome as the epicenter of the Italian Renaissance. This irked the papacy to no end, so they set about spending vast amounts of money and resources, commissioning architecture and artists to create masterworks in an event to bring back the focus to Rome. The result of this vanity-driven ambition was an unmatched creative and scientific output that's still marvelled over today. Safe to say that Rome is historically one of the most important cities in Western history and arguably the world. Okay.
I need to find the doctor.
Yeah, so he's ailing right now. Ailing bad. He's still hurting on that side. Got punctured a few times, lost a lot of blood. Nursed back to health. But now we need to go and find Machiavelli. Demetrio confirms, yes, long jump is gone for the time being. Enter jumping glove. Okay, so maybe the law is that he's got old now. His wounds are actually pretty... he doesn't get back to 100%. So he needs to get some inventions, some kit to augment his disappearing youth. I think that's it. But anyway, let's go and hear what we can do. Right, current objectives. This is good addition that we've got the objective there, because before on AC2 you get the memory start, but it doesn't tell you what's coming up.
Salute. I require medicine.
Let me look. Someone your age cannot recover from a wound like this with medicine. Here is something to dull the pain. You will heal over time. Grazie.
4 out of 5 doctors would suggest leeches, but they have not proven effective against such things. However, I can recommend several good colleagues around the city. Do you need anything else? Medicine is the wondrous art of healing. No harm will come to your friend.
So achieving full synchronization by completing optional objectives. So now this is an architecture, and we can rebuild the aqueducts. Let's have a little chat to him, see what he says. Check him out his database first. In contrast to the hard geometric brutalism of Florentine architecture, Renaissance architecture represented a true return to classical proportion, with buildings that supported classical columns, structural elements and decorative forms, but also integrated new ideas from Florence, like the grand palazzo blocks. Although many of the architects in Rome came from up north, they were inspired by the old ruins, creating an interplay with the ancient Roman structures throughout the city. Roman architects saw themselves as fulfilling all of human history, creating the essential expression of human will through the perfect cityscape. Bit up their own arse, aren't they? Out of this tradition of formalised expression came the great Renaissance architecture, Bramante and Michelangelo. So you need a bit of money, I think. Yes, 3,500 florins, and we have nothing.
Another time.
There we go. I've healed. Now, I think, let's have a look at the options here. The HUD. Yes, I've turned off some of the HUD when I recorded the footage for the video. So let's turn them back on so we know where everything is. There we go. So it seems like we have a notoriety system again, and our health is significantly reduced. So they've explained going back to square one so we can enjoy building ourselves up again as part of injury, age, and our home being destroyed. A decent explanation, because these type of games are so much fun when we develop our character, develop our skills, earn our way through the game to get better and better, stronger and stronger.
My back.
Surely I can grab up there. No, apparently not. Ooh, feather. I think these feathers are a bit kinder. There's 10 to get this time. Okay.
Word has gone out that a peasant is resisting arrest. We will show him how things operate under the Borgia.
Machiavelli can wait.
We've seen a bit of trouble. Right, we're going to tail them. Using the crowd as we will.
This district is run by thieves and incompetents. I swear I had paid the tithe for the maintenance of troops to guard against the Turks. And please.
Don't know if they're going to look behind me or not. Let's go and grab some cover with this little group here.
I borrowed these hose from my cugino. Mine were so threadbare I was frightening the donne. I could not go to church.
Palazzo di Spagna. The future site of the famously peculiar Piazza di Spagna, this public expanse at the foot of the Spanish steps, is shaped as an elongated triangle rather than a square. Named after the Spanish embassy to the Holy See, the piazza became one of Rome's most popular meeting places. This guy's fancy looking. He's got some cracking. Looks like he's got dreadlocks.
All may consult them freely. I had to leave the house. She started yelling.
Do give my best to your cugino. In my position.
Okay.
My eldest brother is the only one in the family still working, and he is but a sacristan in a small place.
So Nicky says Ezio's turning 41 in 5 months. So he's cracking on. He's battle worn. He's been through the mill. He's lived 1,000 lifetimes. Still, can't. There's no substitute for experience.
For the benefit of all Romans. Houses presently on the side are to be vacated by tenants immediately.
El Kiki, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. We are following some guys. We've come into Rome. We've realised we're a bit under par. We've healed ourselves. We need to meet Machiavelli. But we've seen a bit of wrongdoing here. Okay. Nice. Beautiful. Excellent. Excellent work. Do not drop below 1 health square. So we've got some objectives now. Now, we will look at the objectives when we start the mission. We will follow them as best we can. If we miss them, then the world keeps on spinning. But what is good about the objectives is they invite you to use your full arsenal of weapons. Invite you, some will guide you to the best use of the kill as well. And it just makes it a bit more interesting. So we'll have a look at those objectives and see if we can get a few 100% along the way. But we've been led into the square here, and looks like a woman has been executed. For what reason, we're about to find out. Santa Maria de Miracoli. So we've got one of these red marks here. A set of coordinates Sean took from Subject 16 converges on this landmark. Maybe you should check it out. Now, I cannot remember what this relates to. They are... Does it relate to Brutus's armour? Or does it relate to glyphs that are going to give us some more lore? I can't remember. But anyway, the Santa Maria, this modest church. Ah, yes, I remember this from my trip earlier on this year. 2 churches together. This modest church initially housed crumbled Carmelite monks who are probably in there right now, hiding from the outside world. Eventually, it was converted into one of the twin churches that stand on the edge of the present-day Piazza del Popolo. The renovations took 13 years. Starting in 1662, the resulting structures have become iconic landmarks in modern-day Rome.
Hey, Desmond. I don't know if you're looking for something from 16, but last time scanning in eagle vision seemed to help.
Alright. So it's on the twin churches. They are here. Maybe we'll try and get this out of the way first to remind us. We're looking for something twinkly. Let's have a look.
Hey, do you have your knives? We could use them for target practice.
That's a flag over there by the looks of it. Don't remember flags in this. Where are you, sweet glyph? Be good to get a few of these out of the way rather than leave them to the end. Doesn't look like it's up here. Let's look on the other side. I fancy it might be the other side. Boom. Boom to you.
What the devil's got into you?
Right, I see it not. This will be most likely a guide situation, which we will hit up later. But I do want to see. The outcome. What happened? Why did this woman get executed? Obviously this man is a spouse or a member of the family, but he's not happy about it.
She was beautiful.
She was, until that porco defiled her. I wish he'd just killed her. I wish he'd just killed La Mia Amata. People who saw her grow up cheered when he spat on her. Smiles on their faces when her neck...
I understand.
How can you? My Livia was innocent.
I have lost family to the rope, to treachery.
Il Carnefice watches from his home on the hill above. He threatens to hang me if I cut her rope.
Il Carnefice, kill your targets with the hidden blade. Okay. A straightforward one would hope. Well executed. Il Carnefice lives on the hill overlooking the gallows. Locate and kill him. So, not sure if he's Templar or not. I imagine he is.
When you are ready, take her down. I will deal with Il Carnefice.
Il Carnefice. This will tell us. So there's nothing in the history books about him. So I did a little digging. In Abstergo's mainframe, here's what I found. A natural ally for the Borgia, Il Carnefice kills to the roar of an approving crowd. The other small piece of information I could dig up is that he fancies himself as some sort of twisted artist. I guess that explains the crowd bit. I wonder if he does tricks while performing executions, or whether it's all in the subtle way he pulls the lever. So he puts on a show, he loves to kill people, and he's a willing executioner for the Borgia. Right, is this music a bit loud, or is it okay? Let me know. But I think I am going to turn it down a touch. Well, it shouldn't be that loud. Turn it down to 5. I think it's just generally quite loud on this particular bit.
Nice
Okay.
work down there. Not my best, but it's hard to make art with poor materials.
It's hard to make art with poor materials. So he didn't cut off her head. He just...
Ma che?
Right, we're here. They don't see us too much. We've got him. Full synchronization. Got Il Carnefice. He's not going to be executing anyone.
Requiescat in pace.
No confession room there. Could have done us a bit more. But we've got a nice fight with his friends though.
Now, fratelli.
Oh, that's brutal.
Please stop. Please stop. Drag you to hell with me.
And the rest of them,
Drag you to hell with me.
don't want to know.
Nice try.
Oh, but you do.
I'm sorry.
Come on, son. You come to me. Right, I think if someone gives up, the rule is we've got to let them go. They're only henchmen. They're on a wage.
I'll do anything. Just let me go.
You can go, mate. Off you go. Go to your family. Just know if I see you again,
Put it down, yes?
that'll be it.
I'm sorry. Drag you to hell with me.
Right. We're going to go and see. I think Ezio just does everything he can to avoid Machiavelli. He's got a telling off already. He doesn't want to enjoy another one. So he's saving people, killing people, trying to find glyphs, trying to find chests. It's like when you know you're in trouble and you don't want to go home to your mum. It's a bit like that. Nikki says, Il Carnefice is Italian for executioner, torturer or butcher. Good fact. Good fact. Carnefice. So carn, maybe that's carnivore, butcher? Maybe that's the root of it. Carne is meat. So I imagine that extends to executioner because you're chopping up meat, aren't you? Cutting off heads. Ooh, hungry now. Is it this one you can pull down the... It's not, is it? It's Revelations. That was nice. You could pull down the scaffolding. Okay, can we open anywhere else up? We've got these Borgia Towers, they're interesting. I do like those. They offer a really interesting... Some of them offer quite a bit of complexity, which makes it quite interesting. Yes, and so they some have viewpoints, and I think if you complete the tower, the viewpoint is automatically achieved. Anyway, we'll probably hear all about that.
Consult visiting Maestro Jan Tanean House at the Guild Hall for
So Nicky says, I think you can throw people into them fighting guards. Yeah, one would hope, actually, because that was present in AC1, wasn't it?
and of punishment for sins of revealed flesh. The one major alteration is regarding the minimum length of sleeves to be worn by women when public.
So this is our fast travel, which is pretty cool. But it's something we've got to purchase. I like Brotherhood for its development in game mechanics, and the story's not bad either. Okay, let's read about Niccolo Machiavelli. We've read him before. Yeah, I think it's a very similar database. So he died in 1527. His place of burial remains unknown. Yes, we read that. So he's the author of The Prince, the Discourses on Livy, or Livy, and the Florentine Histories.
Ezio, what a surprise to see you here.
I thought you had sent for me.
Never. News of the Villa attack has spread across the city. We were certain that you were dead.
Not yet. I am still very much alive.
The Borgia must not discover that you escaped them.
Okay, now we've got to accompany Machiavelli through Rome, encountering dangers on the way. Now, right on cue, Nicky. Throw the Borgia captain into the scaffold to kill them. He couldn't have been more right at exactly the right time. So we'll give that a go. So I'm guessing it's grab, and then which is circle, and the same button again to throw them in a direction. So we'll give that a go. So that's the captain. That's not just anyone. Oh, I've just pressed decline, which was ridiculously stupid. So let's talk about circles, and I pressed it. Come on then.
Ezio, what a surprise to see you here.
I thought you had sent for me.
Never. News of the Villa attack has spread across the city. We were certain that you were dead.
Not yet. I am still very much alive.
The Borgia must not discover that you escaped them.
I think it's another stupid revelation, because he's pretending that he didn't send for him here. But it might be in service to developing him as a bit of a sneaky guy. But yes, later on we find out he saved us, but he's feigning ignorance here for some reason.
Follow me. Take care not to draw any undue attention.
When do I ever?
Got the Mausoleum di Augusto to our right. I think that involves a glyph or some kind of secret. Nicky thinks it might be a case of curious ears and trying to avoid people overhearing things.
You would be wise to purchase missing equipment. You will not live long in Roma without supplies.
I hate it when they call equipment supplies.
And the guards have their guns, courtesy of the Borgia. Fortunately, I can help you.
Okay.
Grazie.
Bit of Florence from Machiavelli.
Perhaps you will listen to reason.
As soon as I hear some, I will let you know.
Yeah, they've got a bit of a thing going on between them right now.
But I do know my smithing. Bear with me, amici.
I think this discord carries on later into the game, and it's developed as into mistrust, which serves. So we're getting some armour, some spolders. So that adds a touch of elf and a bit more resistance of +3. So get some Roman spolders on us. Spolders. And we're going to get ourselves a stiletto, which is damage, speed, deflect.
That should do.
And a few florins left over. I think that's what we earned, though, wasn't it? From
now
that,
you can survive the journey back to Firenze.
that chest.
Yes. But I'm not going to Firenze. There will be no peace until we rise up against the entire Borgia family and the Templars who serve them.
I do not recall such brave talk at Monteriggioni.
How could I have known that they would find me so quickly? That they would kill Mario?
Rodrigo surrounds himself with snakes and murderers. Even his daughter Lucrezia has been sharpened into one of his most artful weapons. But she pales in comparison to the man behind the Villa attack. He is ambitious, ruthless, and cruel beyond imagining. The laws of men mean nothing to him. He murdered his own brother to take power. He knows neither danger nor fatigue. Those who do not fall by his sword clamor to join his ranks. The powerful Orsini and Colonna families have been brought to kneel at his feet, and the King of France stands at his side.
Give me his name.
Cesare, head of the papal armies. What does he intend to do with his power? What drives the man? That I still do not know. But Ezio, Cesare has set his sights on all of Italia, and at this rate he will have it.
Is that admiration I hear in your voice?
He knows how to exercise his will.
Lack of opportunities and
A rare virtue in the world today.
Sparrow saying the prince is about Cesare. Yeah, he does admire him by the looks of it. People of power, how people use power to manipulate, that's his thing. Machiavellian. The author's surname is Green, and he wrote the 48 Laws of Power. And people call it quite a devilish book because it tells you how to manipulate people in all sorts of situations and the best way to present yourself and to do so. It's a quite sort of misanthropic book. I've read it, didn't love it.
Should we not travel by horse?
Robert Greene, great author though.
As Cesare's conquests in Romagna continue to succeed and the Borgia grow in power, they have taken desirable areas of the city for themselves. We cannot use the stables here.
Oh, the will of the Borgia is law now?
What are you implying, Ezio?
Do not play dumb with me, Machiavelli.
Do you have some kind of plan?
I am improvising.
Okay, so we will keep in our mind that we have to draw the guy out and throw him into that scaffolding there, I believe. Entering Le Copo de Grassi's territory, kill him to remove the Borgia influence over the area. Okay, well, let's get over here, start the fight, and then draw him out.
Take him down, Paolo! What are you waiting for? Keep on him going! No, take him down, Paolo! What are you waiting for? Keep on him going! All angles! We know no fear!
Nope. Nope.
Take him down, Paolo! What are you waiting for?
Trying to dodge, but don't know what that is.
Keep on him, boys! All angles! We are Borgia! We know no fear! Keep on him, boys! All angles! We are Borgia! We know no fear! Take him down, Paolo! What we are Borgia!
There we go.
We know no keep on him, boys! Get off me here!
Bit too far, I'll have to try him again. Hope we get. Boom. Okay. Now what else have you kept in here? Nothing. We've just killed the captain. So that releases the tower. We can take the Borgia flags off there, which is the signifiers of their control. And the area now knows they're not under the heel of the Borgias any longer.
Just because you kill a few guards does not mean the people will grant access to the stables.
You are right. We need to send a signal. Wait here.
Ignite the Borgia Tower. Ah. Go around this way. Right, I'm going to do this anyway, then ignite, just in case. So Nicky says, historically, Niccolo had good relations with the Borgia family. In 1502, he was sent on a diplomatic mission to Cesare Borgia. He called Rodrigo Borgia a very successful politician because he was the prototype of a leader who had no scruples to reach his target. And it also said that Niccolo greatly admires Cesare. In Brotherhood, this is referenced in the memory New Man in Town, where Ezio detects that Niccolo bears a degree of respect for Cesare, strength of will, however much he urges for his death. Anyone that can elicit power.
It seems the stable is now
adoration
available
for that
purchase.
power. It's impressive.
After you.
Even if they aren't likable. Rebuilding Rome. Borgia influence has been affected. So basically what the premise is, we take down the Borgia control. That means the shops, trade can flourish. It's been stifled by this oppression. And then we can open that bad boy up. Renovate the stable. We've been given a bit of money, have we? Or is this just a freebie? Just a freebie for now. The bill sent to Niccolo, maybe. Don't lose any health. Accompany Machiavelli to the Campidoglio. Don't know. Campidoglio. We can ride through the city. That's the thing. That's the thing now. People better get out of the way. We're riding.
You draw some personal satisfaction from a rich gain for the glory of the Mother Church.
Well, I don't know why I've got my sword out. I want to put it away. Did it naturally there.
Here! Down!
The Pantheon has
You
a glyph.
excel at opening wounds, Ezio. But can you also close them?
I intend to heal the sickness, not treat its symptoms.
Fine. Stop sparring with me.
Fine. Let us talk openly then. Rodrigo Borgia's death would not have solved anything.
I am inclined to disagree.
I think I am.
Look at this city, the center of Borgia and Templar rule. Killing one man will not change things. We need to take away the source of their power.
Are you suggesting we appeal to the people?
I just had a thought, actually. When we get to meet Cesare, we understand how maniacal he is and how crazy and power hungry and vicious and malicious. Actually, early on, they kind of have a opposition on many decisions, and it might be that Rodrigo Borgia actually dilutes his craziness a bit to start with and holds him back a little bit, which is what he needs. So I might be changing my mind about that. It turns out that him being alive might have been a good thing.
Relying on the people is like building on the set.
Hey, hey!
You are wrong. Our belief in humanity rests at the heart of the Assassin Brotherhood.
He must be from your inner circle. Go, get back what he has stolen.
Can't use a horse for this. Just gotta run.
Give me back my money!
Gotta meet him at the Campidoglio, but we've got to get back our cash.
Come back here!
Don't know how much he stole.
Get out of here before I regret sparing your life.
250. Didn't lose any health, so that's another 100%. El Kiki asks, when's your birthday? I wouldn't answer that anyway, El Kiki, just because, you know, reasons. But I don't celebrate birthdays. I think birthdays are an arbitrary date. It doesn't matter. You know, there's 365 days in a year, so what? I always forget actually how old I am. It doesn't take me long to work it out. But, yeah, I've not celebrated birthdays since I was about 17. None of my friends ever remember. None of my kids ever buy me presents. Birthdays are one of the most arbitrary things. I think it's weird for a man to celebrate. Ooh, it's my birthday. My birthday today. With me, happy birthday. It's a little bit of a narcissistic trait for me. But that's just me. I'm miserable. Okay, gotta get up there somehow. When's your birthday, Al-Kiki?
Why?
Or have I convinced you
Don't want to know.
that it's none of my business or anyone else's? Okay, Niccolo. The Il Campidoglio. So Nikki says, one can say it could be a celebration of having lived yet another year, or as I see it, levelling up. They also don't celebrate my birthday either. I like to treat it as days, getting up for another day. It's another day to achieve something. Wake up, the day is young, it's a fresh start every day to do stuff. Doesn't matter what happened yesterday, just get stuff done, get your goals achieved. And years don't matter. Focus on the days, the years will look after themselves. September 2nd.
Did you liberate your money from our friend?
I did.
A small victory.
They add up, and in time with work, we'll have a few dozen more.
And in time, Cesare's gaze will return to us, and we'll be broken again. Now, where is my contact, Vinicio? He should have already intercepted the letter. Follow me.
So Brian Power says, my family always makes a big deal because they know I won't make a big deal out of it on my birthday, so I'll just go along with it. Well, that's nice. That's nice. It shows that you've got people that love you and they want to celebrate you. I think it's nice for the mums. It was a big day for them. But I like that. Catch the Borgia courier in under a minute. Rendezvous with the Machiavelli's contract and retrieve the letter he carries. Okay, we haven't got anyone to catch yet. That's later on, but we're going to follow Niccolo. You put your sword away, mate. Tempio de Vespasino. We're coming along to the Colosseum here.
Look at these facades masquerading as government. The Pope is very clever to keep this place in business. It fools your friend, the people, quite easily.
When did you become so cynical?
I merely describe the reality of Roma today. But all may not be lost. The good news is that we have allies in the city. How much longer this will last, however, I cannot say.
I like the audio in this game. If you get in Red Dead Redemption, as soon as you lost them, you lost the thread.
He was attempting to steal official Vatican
keeps
mail.
the voice going.
Perdonatemi, signore. You must be mistaken.
Who are you working for, ladro?
I am working for no one.
Then no one will care what we do to you.
Okay, now we've got to... I was going to fight some there, but nah. Got to remember kick.
Grazie.
Where is it?
The courier still has the letter.
Ezio,
Right.
stop
Got a
him.
minute to win it with this courier.
Find me at the Terme.
Pretty good. Encoded Romulus letter. Let's read this straight away. Well, we can't. It's numbers. It's encoded. Now, how would it be decoded? Romulus letter. Interesting. Right, off you go, mate. Jog on. Yeah, I'm going to play this game by the book. Any way that I'm going to let people who want to go free. I'm going to let people go free. I'm not going to kill heralds. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to be squeaky clean, honourable. Almost, you know, boringly so, I think, in the end. You know, when everyone does the, you know, someone does the right thing and it's just, oh God, I knew you would, bloody hell. Pay your taxes on time, stuff like that. But this is that guy. This is that guy. You know, he does the recycling exactly the right bin every time. Okay. Right. Where are we heading now? This way. Let us head this way. Be nice to open it up a little bit. Some of these we won't be able to do yet. But let's follow the path at the moment and then we'll go and free up some towers. Free up some towers. I don't think I've ever said this on the stream before, but it's one of my favourite things, is the towers. My favourite thing about Assassin's Creed game. I do love a tower. Right, Romulus letter. This is where we're going to understand about the Romulus, the Brutus armour. And the followers of Romulus are quite strange beasts. Nikki says, it seems like you will get the letter decoded after completing the 6th Romulus dungeon. Okay, okay. Look forward to that then. Termo di Traiano. Let's read about this. As with many of the Trajan's projects, it's believed this massive leisure and bathhouse was designed by Apollodorus. The structure was built atop a section of Nero's ruined Golden Palace and was poetically intended for use by the commoners. In 537, the siege of the Goths destroyed most of the Roman aqueducts, and the Terme di Traiano was subsequently abandoned due to the loss of their water supply. Another public works project gone wrong. I'm sure throwing a few Christians to the lions in the Colosseum made up for it. Oh, Sean. Oh, Sean. Right, we've got to get up there somehow. So Romulus and Remus, were they the founders of Rome? Or didn't they suckle at the wolf's teat? Is that what that was about? This outfit looks so clean without the armour and crossbow. Yeah, it does. It's cute. It's cool. Still prefer the Altair one, I have to say. This looks very much like Desmond's hoodie, doesn't it? Same vibe. Yeah, these Romulus guys are quite scary. Nikki following up with Romulus and Remus. So they are twin brothers whose story tells of the events that led to the founding of the city of Rome and the Roman kingdom by Romulus following his fratricide of Remus. from Wiki, which means it's true. Don't lose any health. Deliver the letters of Machiavelli near the Terme to Triana. Now, this is where our synchronization, full sync, goes wrong. This is quite hard. And scary. Oh, well, we didn't lose any health, I don't think. Oh no, we did there. That's upsetting. This kill streak really makes me feel a bit better about yeah, I feel like I'm a better player in this game than AC2. See what they've got on them. Poison knives, throwing knives. We've not used any of that yet. Yeah, we failed the sync there. Just got one little knock to the system. If we want full sync, I have to access the memory, and I ain't gonna do that. So Chief Sec says, according to the tradition, Rome was founded by Romulus and Remus in 753 BC. They were twin brothers, sons of a human mother, and the god of war, Mars. After their birth, the king ordered them killed. They were placed in a basket and put into the Tiber River, left to die from exposure in the outdoors.
They must have come from in here.
And this is where we enjoy the what do you call these? Tombs? Dungeons? Yes. Now, this is a bit of a beast because you've got to do it in 8 minutes, which I'm not going to try and do. I'm going to enjoy it. Chief Tech says, but their basket washed up on the riverbank where they were found by a female wolf. The wolf nursed the hungry babies and cared for them until they were found by a shepherd. Is that where the teat comes in? Okay. Oh. There's one over there. One over there. So this is dungeons. Thank you, Nikki. They are dungeons. Romulus dungeons. They're quite fun. Unless you're trying to do it in a time limit. You get caught on textures and you just scream. Yeah, I'm not going to do time limits for this. Oops, wrong way. Tech, the shepherd and his wife raised the babies as their own. Romulus and Remus grew up and helped overthrow the king who had ordered their death. Jeremy, no, he doesn't have a grappling hook in this, does our Ezio? He collects that from Constantinople. Romulus built the city of Rome on one of the 7 hills along the Tiber, the Palatine Hill, and lived a long life as the king of Rome. Is that bit true, that Romulus was an actual king and the rest was mythologized, or is it just all a myth? Okay. That's nice. So there's no element of truth to King Romulus, it seems. Okay, we've got to get up there somehow. Yeah, this is quite tricky when you're trying to do it in 8 minutes. Yeah, I have platinumed this one. The only one of the trilogy I haven't platinumed is Revelations. I don't know why I didn't platinum that. I think it's fairly attainable. I think there's a tricky one in the DLC. There's a tricky thing where you've got to fall. I can't remember what you've got to do. Got to go round and not fall or something. He says, according to the mythology, there were sons of the war god Mars and Rhea Silva, whose daughter of Numitor, king of Alba Longa. Yeah, that was how the founding of Rome went. It's all true, and there were teats. If there's anything you want to take away from any of that, it's that there were teats. Remember just one thing. Well, don't say that, Sparrow. Sparrow thinks I'm on for the thing. Sparrow thinks I might be on for the full sync. Well, now you put the pressure on. It's nice and chill, isn't it? I love these. Even sometimes they're a bit frustrating if you try and follow the objectives. It's just nice to be away from the kind of bustle noise of the city. And the same reason I like the viewpoints, getting up there and out of the way. I think that's the true... Yeah. True sign that I'm an introvert, getting away from people. I thought that was Ezio going, no, more things to climb on. So why is that guy? So he must have. So the higher up Romulus wolf kind of killed the other guy. I wonder what his crime was. Oh, no, that was wrong.
Now I can get back up here.
It's quite kind of them to do that, I think. Give you little ways back up so you don't have to do the whole blessed thing again. I'd like to get that, but I think I might have had to go around the other way. Certain things you can collect with, what's it called? You get resources, like different items, don't you? And you can use those to buy things. Oops. Which way am I going now? Quite know which way I'm going. This way looks good enough. We've got to go around the houses. You can get tomatoes and things like that, am I correct? And then I think there might be special special blacksmiths that you can get different items for.
That could help if I fall.
Moving along, moving around, moving amongst, all up and down. Right, now we're up here. And again? Again, we've been allowed a shortcut.
Route up if I fall.
Right, now which way do you want me to go? Up here? Fine, round here. God, this is really intricate, isn't it? Now, I think we had to go the other way. I think that was to get a... Yeah, not going to make it. That was to get a feather, right? I think I would have done it had I not gone the wrong way. Yeah, I would have done it. It's a shame. So Nikki says the dungeons are also referred to as lairs. Yes, lairs. So El Kiki says, would you prefer the world being one big city or many cities? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't mind it being one big city. I thought it was an odd thing to do, to open up many big cities, because usually in sequels they like to make things even, you know, broader in scope. But they kind of distilled it down, and I don't mind it. It's nice, it's fairly varied. There's some wide areas, country areas, there's city areas, lots of interesting buildings, set pieces there. Yeah, there you go, got some tomatoes. I'm undecided on that, El Kiki. I enjoy going to Forlì and seeing that. I enjoyed the big towers of San Gimignano. Okay, I leave my family's armour here, one of the finest sets ever made. May you, who finds it, receive strength in battle. We have taken it. We have taken it and set it back behind the iron door. 6 keys unlock it, spread amongst our brothers. It will be said to come from Romulus, and they will worship it. Okay, so they were lying there. It was all right. But then the wolves of Romulus took it. I just want to check if I've got everything we need. Did I get every chest? Yes, I did. Full sync failed. Complete the memory with 8 minutes. I think we did it in 8 minutes and 12 seconds. I should have just got that that feather, really.
The Followers of Romulus. This band of false pagans has been terrorizing the city for months and driving the people into the arms of the church.
Quite convenient.
Exactly. I believe the Borgia are supporting them, but proof remains scarce. That is why the letter is so important.
Here it is. I hope you can break a cipher.
Cazzo! Another encryption. This one was supposed to be legible. They are transmitting them using a code sheet. Without it, we have nothing.
Sometimes logic is not the only way to win a war. Andiamo. You said we had allies in this city. Bring me to them.
Follow me.
Okay, we will follow him, but I'm just going to pop out for 2 hot seconds. So, be back momentarily. Welcome back to me. Okay, we're following Machiavelli. Just finished that Romulus lair. On our way to the Brutus outfit. That's the equivalent of the Altair outfit for this game. So we're following Machiavelli to find allies in the city. To nail down Borgia and Cesare Borgia. Again, we revealed our antagonist, one of our main antagonists, was revealed in a transient situation, not a cutscene. So blink and you'll miss it. But he's been revealed. The Borgia are up to their old tricks. We need some help in the city. We need to break the city down out of Borgia control. That's where we're at the moment. Places like this we need to purchase. I mean, can we purchase that now? It's under the influence of the tower right now. All the way over there, no less. Aqueducto Claudia also has a glyph. And we're being shown the fast travel system.
We recently began traveling through the tunnels to avoid the guards, but many of the entrances in the city are broken. By using them, we can get to our destination rapidly without encountering resistance.
Enter the tunnels. Right, Tiber Island hideout. Now this is where we meet one of the Orsinis. The good Orsini.
Ben trovato, Nicolò. Ah, Ser Ezio. A pleasure. Fabio Orsini, at your service. I've heard a great deal about you from my cousin, Bartolomeo d'Alviano.
A fine warrior.
Fabio has lent us in a new storeroom on Isola Tiberina.
I know you were used to better accommodations in Toscana.
It is perfect.
Bene. Then I am off to begin preparations for Romagna. Today, Cesare commands my men, but soon I hope we will be free.
Now I propose we begin planning our assault on the Borgia.
Oh, you think we are ready for such an attack?
Si.
Do you know, for instance, where the Borgia troops took Caterina Sforza?
What?
Are you also unaware that the Borgia have captured the Apple of Eden?
How could we have lost the apple?
So, you do not know what goes on with our enemies. Do we at least have an underground here to work with?
Hardly. Our mercenaries are ensnared in a losing battle with Cesare's French allies. We have girls working for us in a brothel, frequented by cardinals and other important Romans. But the madam there is lazy, and would rather attend parties than further our cause.
What about the city's thieves? Do they have a guild?
Si, but they refuse to talk to us. I don't know why. What are you going to do?
Make some friends.
Make some friends. So, the mercenaries we're to find. We're also to find the thieves, and they're at odds with Machiavelli at the moment. And we've got to try and overcome a lazy madam who has made the brothel go to seed. So we've got to try and sort that out. But 3 factions, 3 missions. Well, 3 collections of missions to go and help these dudes. Get them on our side so we're strengthened and buoyed for our battle against the Borgia. Now, let's see where we end up here. Do we end up in a cutscene? Just arrived. No. New items unlocked at the blacksmith. So that's also a bit hard to swallow from Machiavelli. Machiavelli's got his ear to the ground in every sense, and to not hear that Caterina Sforza, one of the most important figures in Renaissance Italy, has been kidnapped. And what was the other one? There was another very something else. Oh, the apple has not been stolen. To think he wouldn't have been informed like that as a higher up assassin is really odd. There's a lot of woolly holes in the writing of the Ezio Collection. I think in terms of story, Revelation is the cleanest story. I think because it hasn't got as many moving parts primarily. But yeah, a lot of moving parts here and a lot of arbitrary things that take place to make the story tick along, and sometimes you butt up against it, go, "Wah, you are." Just doesn't make sense. If you're going to tell a story, you need all the characters' actions to make sense, and that just doesn't make sense. Sparrow says they're trying to make it seem like he is setting Ezio up. They does do that, but not in that scene, because he was genuinely surprised, wasn't he? So I think that bit is genuinely something that he just didn't know when he should have done. That's our way into the Assassin's Creed place. Sorry, the Assassin's Bureau, whatever it is, hideout. Okay. Where next? Layers of Romulus around the place. Okay, now's time for a bit of laundry, I think. Let's treat it. This is what we'll do. Wherever the memory start is, let's make sure as a crow flies we're picking. We can go off piste, sure we can go off piste, but let's pick up everything within a straight line. think by jumping we're invited to get into the water there. Just trying to see a route through over to there. I might just climb on the... Oh! Climb on over there. So it's 2 AM where Achieved Tech is in Australia, in Melbourne. And he is hungry. Well, take yourself off to the fridge. Get yourself a little cheeky snack. Cop it all for that one. So Sparrow says, Ezio's tone suggests that he suspects Machiavelli, though. There is a... Yeah, there may be a tone of that, but there's also a discord at the moment because of their disagreement. And there's a bit of sort of tetchiness, but then there may already be a suspecting thing. But I don't think... This is my opinion. Could be wrong. Often am. But this that has little to do with that situation of not knowing something. Because of his surprise. That's my only thing. Right, those boards are shut. So yes, we're meeting La Volpe. And there's a bit of discord going on between those two. La Volpe is even more suspect. Even more suspicious, sorry. Brian Power says, Machiavelli just looks and sounds shady. Being mentor of the Brotherhood, you'd think he'd know what's going on and what's happened and try to make his relationships better. Yeah, you'd think he'd know what's going on. That's my beef with it as well. Sparrow says he heard the admiration in the voice of Machiavelli about Cesare. So Ezio be on his toes. He did question that, you're right. And Nicky Sam says later on, La Volpe, he defends Machiavelli against La Volpe. So there's a... So yeah, it's I think we're invited to make our own conclusions a little bit, maybe. In that regard, or maybe he's just playing devil's advocate with the Volpe later on. Actually, I would like to get into this Templar place. Where are you? Down here? There you are. Okay, this seems to be a Templar lair. Let's see if we can enjoy this one. Can't remember it in the slightest. Yeah, later on we find out that La Volpe suspects him and has evidence that we go and witness. But anyway, we'll get to that bit when we get to it, and we can soak ourselves in the whys and wherefores then. Find the Templar strongbox. Kill only your target for a full synchronization. You what? I don't think I'm going to do this. I like killing people.
What is it, Capitano? Shh! Speak softly. I am about to make you rich. I just purchased a key from a man in the market that opens the Torre della Milizia. How does that make me rich? The man claims there is treasure in the topmost room. The stairs have partially collapsed. I need your help getting a... We are no longer alone. So you will bring the ladder to my wife? Yes, of course I will. You are such a good friend to my family. I owe you a reward for your assistance. I look forward to such a gift, Capitano.
Okay. So continuing the Achieve Tech's Hunger Saga. He's got himself some popcorn. But he'd really like some bacon and eggs. There is a barrier for entry in bacon and eggs in that you have to cook it. It doesn't take long, but it's healthier than popcorn. So there is that. Tastier too.
With a ladder tonight. What about my reward?
Assassino!
So a bit of context on this from Nikki, which I can't read now because I'm running.
We were stalking.
Right, so I don't want to do this. I don't want to hurt anyone for a bit of full sync. Come up here like that. So what I saw before I looked away, it's part of the Ezio Collection, or some kind of added on later on as a bit of DLC or something. So, oh. Here we go. I'm going to go up the ladder. Go around here. Now where? Okay, I'll go through here.
He's there! On him!
Okay.
I see him! Go! Go!
Now where? Up we go. Seem to be dodging these guys okay.
Cazzo! Stay away from me, assassino!
Gonna stay away from you, I am. I don't want to kill anyone. Don't know what I'm doing in here either. Looks inviting to run up, but I think now I need to catch him. Oh, you beast! Caught that just in time. Right, let's try and head him off at the pass. Which way are you running, son? Come on, come to me. Which way are you running, son? There we go. See? We didn't run around like headless chickens. We're 40 years old now. We've got some skin in the game. We think with our head. We're like an aged football player. We've aged like a fine wine. We let the ball come to us. You don't run around like headless chickens. We're past that. Okay. Got the key. Okay, so Nikki says this memory is only available through the Codex or Auditore editions of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, or by purchasing the Da Vinci Disappearance downloadable content. Yes, we come into that later, so that's an interesting one. The Hermetites, Hermetites, and we meet Leonardo's boyfriend and muse. Right. Okay, these are interesting. Interesting way up. This is good. This is good. I'm enjoying this. I enjoy these. Do you enjoy these? I enjoy these. Yeah, if you're going to talk about anything, bacon, eggs, animals, anything like that, I am hungry, I have to say. There's 40 minutes left of this stream, and then I can have my... Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Then I can have my dinner. Thank you, Nikki. Salai. That's Leonardo da Vinci's boyfriend and muse. Salai. Now, do I need to go backwards? What do I need to do? It's not inviting me to, is it? I fear I might... Do we go across? Do I back eject? Yes. The Marquise, welcome to the stream. Okay, now what? Do we go down the other side? Here we go. We're there. We are there. I can hear it. I can hear the glinting, the glistening of the chest. Prize herein. Okay, we've got 100% because we didn't kill anyone. For the Templar chests, I reckon there'll be 2,000 notes in there. $2,500 maybe. What are you giving us? Look, he's got his bundles there. He only takes what he needs. 4,000, wow. He only takes what he needs. He could have, you know... He could have basically paid for the whole of the restoration of Monteriggioni after the sacking from Cesare Borgia, and had some change for a pizza. Marquise, awesome to be here, Wolf. Thanks for keeping us entertained. Love your content. Thank you very much. Okay, Torah Milizi. I think that was a sign that we're not supposed to read that. Right, the next one in our straight line is going to be this, and that's a Borgia Tower. Now, some of them can't be accessed straight away, so we may have to go and do... Trouble is, you don't know where the haystacks are. Oh, there we go. Right, can we call a horse in this? Yes. We can. Interesting. That's good, wasn't it? That was very good. Did we get any money for that? No. Let's see what he's got on him. Oh no, we're gonna get killed. All right. Now there is a mechanic where you chop the horse away, don't you?
I hope you have made your peace with God.
There we go. Right, now we can try and loot our courier, or whatever he was. 1500 and some aconite.
Merda! Cazzo! Cazzo!
Col Viminale. Let's read about this. Col is wall, isn't it? The smallest of 7... No, it's a hill. Smallest of 7 hills of Rome. Viminale is shaped like a little finger pointing out towards the central city. As the top stands in the Palace of Viminale, which is the office of the Ministry of Interior, this little hill was also home to the Terme di Dioclesiano, which were renowned as the grandest of the public baths. Sparrow says, by the way, while you have the sword equipped, you can hold attack to shoot the gun. Thank you. Yes, it's there as a secondary thing. Thank you very much for reminding me. Right, see if I can run away without them knowing. No. Now that, I think, uses your bullets. I didn't ask to do that, but I think it uses your bullets anyway. I found some more bullets anyway in that ting. Right there. But I don't think it's open to us yet. No, I think that's part of the story of this next bit. So let's go and see. Ooh. Come on then. Come on then. Gotta remember to kick for these guys. They've got little guns, but so have we. Oh no! I've gone against what he was pleading for his life. I've gone against all of my moral code. Come on then, son. That was a nice little thing, isn't it?
Strike! Now!
Oh dear. Right, got to get this kick out. There we go. Boom. And you. And we all has a nice bit of scaffold there I could have put one of them into, but not to be. Vlad the Impaler coins. Anything more to get? I think that's the only thing we can get in here. So let's not cause more kerfuffle than we need to. I'll take what you have on you though, sir. Ooh, who are you? Can't get away, mate. I've got some range on me now, son.
Not on my watch!
Right, can I disarm? Yes, I can. There we go. Beautiful. Now chain with this bad boy. Excellent news. Drop that. Don't need it anymore. Right. What we're doing is we're heading to this memory here, and this is a friend of ours.
Stop him! Go!
Okay. go. Trying to disarm him. How do we get out of this one? And you can flee, my friend. Right, I think this is going to be Bartolomeo. We've not seen him since we released him from the prisons and the docks areas there from Silvio in the last game. Casama di Alviano has also got a glyph on it as well.
Infidel, black soul, Turk lover, no doubt, but he was a great healer.
Right, heal now. Let's buy some supplies. Got all the medicine we need, apparently. Not going to sell any items, despite... I'm going to keep hold of everything.
You look stronger already.
Because I can't remember what we need. Right, so I'm just going to see if we can't find a glyph anywhere. They're not readily apparent. Oops. Oh. I would have thought he got hurt. He would have got hurt in AC2. He's a bit more hardy now, it seems.
Ezio Auditore! Come in, come in! I'll kill you if you don't.
Bartolomeo.
I'll kill you if you don't.
Wait here. You have to meet my wife. Basilika!
He has a sword, doesn't he?
Where is she?
The joke
Did
continues.
You check behind the table?
I like this woman. She's a good woman.
Here she is.
Lieta di conoscervi.
Charmed. Truly.
Now, we talk about war.
How was the fight against the French?
Bene. My men are holding their own.
Machiavelli seemed to think things were more difficult.
You know Machiavelli.
Abbiamo bisogno del vostro aiuto!
Scusatemi. Throw me Bianca.
Ezio, let me get straight to the point. The fight is not going well. We've been attacked on both sides. Borgia on one, French on the other. But know this. The Borgia position is weak. If you can defeat them, we can concentrate our forces on the French front.
I think I know a way to help. Thank you for disclosing this to me, Madonna d'Alviano.
It is the least a wife can do to help her husband.
She's a pragmatist. Keeps things real, strong. Knows how to placate her husband's energetic wiles. And she knows the score. She's obviously a strategist. We've got to take down the Borgias so they can focus on the French. Rid the place of the Borgia control, and then that reduces the fronts they have to fight on. Bartolomeo dell'Alviano. Well, we've read about him. We know about him well.
Stop their leader before he gets to the tower!
Okay, we will run. He's not as fast as we are.
It's illegal to harm a Borgia representative.
I think I needed to kill him. That was the captain I needed to kill. Battista Borgia has been killed. Ignite the tower. The tower is down there. I'm going to take the scenic route, go through the village, onto the bridge. I think... Are we still... Yeah, we're still...
Somehow, where has our Pigeon Coop? Where have I seen him before?
Come on then, come on then, come on then.
Here. All right.
Got one of them. Kill only the Borgia captain. Okay. Forgetting how good the hidden blade is when it's equipped.
I'm sure.
Instant kill, basically. It's almost you don't need another weapon, it's that good. Right, we've got that chest, we don't need to go into that tented area. Now, what have we got? We can shoot them. We can hit them up with blades. This is what I might start with, actually.
Take him now.
I yield. Please.
You yield, well, off you go then. Sparrow says, use the knives and hold down attack. And that does what we learnt in AC2, I'm guessing, throws all the knives. So Andrew says, welcome to the stream, Andrew. I've always swam across the water and climbed the tower. Yeah, that probably would have been easier, and if there's a nice easy way up, that would have been better to mitigate having to kill someone. I think I have also done that many times as well. So Sparrow says, that knife trick insta-kills everyone. Okay, well, let's give that a whirl next time. Hold down attack, hold down square. With your knife selected. Kills everyone. So, fun facts from Nikki. Bartolomeo had 4 children by Pantasilea. So not only is she a military strategist, basically, I think she's got 5 children. One of them's Bartolomeo himself. I reckon he needs a lot of looking after. I think he's probably quite exhausting. Well, we're going to go swimming anyway. So, let's return to the happy couple. That's the best way to do it over there, isn't it? What do they call these things again? They call them a quick release jumpy thing. Is that what they call them? A rope, cut rope, jump. Lifts, that's what they call them. They call them lifts. Okay, so the Borgia control is eradicated. So I don't think we'll have the same folk after us. Let us pay for things when we can. We've got 10,000 florins. So it's good to get a fast travel thing going on here. And we've got some vigilantes which we've not seen since Assassin's Creed 1. I don't think. Come on then, horse. So I'm just quickly while I've got you. My family are going away next week, and I'm staying home. And so I'm on my own for a week. So I'm going to be doing more streams. I think I'll probably stream most days. So I was thinking of adding another game into the mix. I was thinking of The Last of Us, but maybe I could be persuaded to play a different one. What comes to mind? What would you like to see? Something that's relatively short. Maybe sort of 20 hours max. For a solid playthrough. I think something like The Witcher wouldn't work in that situation. Maybe even Mafia might be a little bit toppy. Okay. Bartolomeo, Pantasilea. Now you can have unrestricted access to the French.
Ezio! We sent those luridi codardi running for the hills!
Yes, we did.
Now that the Pope's dogs have fled, I will be able to draw more men to the fight. But first I want to reinforce our barracks.
Who will take care of this?
I'm no good with these things. You are the educated one. You approve the plans.
Va bene. But in return, I need to know Cesare and Rodrigo's every move. Can your men keep track of them for me?
Of course.
Talk to the architect to renovate the mercenary barracks. How much does he want for the pleasure? Free for this one. The quickest building firm in history.
Pleasure was all mine.
When will that be finished? Tomorrow? Sometime tomorrow.
Isn't she a thing of beauty?
Very impressive.
More men join us every day. It has become very competitive, which is just the way I like it. As you can see, this board shows the ranks of our top warriors. Prove your skills, and you will move up the list.
Shouldn't I already be at the top?
Jan's fighting downstairs. If you're looking to show off, we also have fights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got money on this match.
Where is Bartolomeo?
At the fight downstairs.
He has such an aggressive view of the world. However, strategy is equally important. Take these carrier pigeons, for example. Each one sent from Machiavelli bears the name of an important Templar in Roma.
Ooh.
Eliminate them, and you will have more of an impact than a battle ever could.
Thank you, Madonna. Can you ask Bartolomeo to come see me at Isola Tiberina with a report about Cesare and Rodrigo's whereabouts?
He will be there.
Okay. So yeah, we didn't kill only the Borgia captain, so that hurt. Downstairs we have a fight club. Let's go and see that. What does Pantasilea want? Is that the next mission? No, I think it is looks like an assassin mission to me. Visit Pigeon Coops to receive an assassination contract. We can also look at this, which gives us Mercenary Guild objectives. So 10 mercenary groups sent to attack. Scaffolds destroyed by thrown guards. Well, I've already done one of those, you brute. Speaking of brutes. 25. Papal guards. Horseback. Air assassinated. Double assassinated. Alright. We won't remember all those, but we can come back intermittently and see what we need to work on. I think the Papal Guards and the Brutes will look after themselves. We've got to think about scaffolds, sending mercenaries, horseback. Double assassinations will work themselves out. So will guards disarmed and killed with their own weapons. 5 guards within 10 seconds probably will. And the streaks at least 5 kills. That'll sort itself out. So, scaffolds and horseback. That's what we're going to work on. So in response to my cry to which games I might play, there's a couple for Dishonored, Dead Space, a couple for Bioshock, Far Cry. Yeah, I'll keep those in mind. Could also do Undead Nightmare story. It's pretty short. That's also a good idea. So El Kiki says, you're not going to get 100% sync this playthrough. Better to understand that now so you can play freely. No, I'm not going to get 100% sync at all, but I do like doing these. So I'm going to keep them in mind. It makes it a bit more interesting when you've got to say, right, I need 2 more of those. How to crowbar it into the gameplay. But yeah, collecting flags and objectives, having to redo them, less so. Right, let's have a fight.
Ezio! Here to fight?
Nikki votes for Undead Nightmare. I'll keep that in mind. Right, Mercenary 1-on-1 for 10 seconds, 1-on-2. See how we get on with this. I'm pretty confident for 1-on-1. I think just spamming the buttons might... Come on. Come on. How do you do it fast? You don't. There's no maximum either. 100 will do. Just spam. So we've got the grab, which works out quite well. Oh, don't know what's gone in there. Oh no, seem to have got away with it. Did I win? Won the fight in under 10 seconds. A more challenging fight had been unlocked, so I won that one. Oh, I'm not. Well, let's. It just takes forever to do this. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, look at this. All right, we'll give this a go. 212. Where is he? Where's he? Nice. So did I fail that one then? I failed it, yeah. Okay. Right, that's enough of that, I think. We'll come back another day and have a bit more of a fight. Amazon Alex says you can just counter. I'll give that a go next time. So Amish says if you want something newer, Dave the Diver or Dredge are good games. I've had my eye on both of those. Castle Crashers, never heard of that one. Firewatch, played that, liked it. Lies of P is pretty short, but pretty taxing as well. As you guys know, I'm not the greatest of gamers. And I don't love the world in Souls games, even though that's not From Software. But I really want to be able to enjoy a From Software game one day. So I might contrive it for a stream at some point in my life, whereby I'll advertise it, need help me enjoy this game, give me tips, and basically hold my hand through it, because I've tried. I've tried it. My main thing is I don't like throwing my head against a brick wall all the time, and I don't enjoy the darkness of the world, the kind of the gothic feel. it kind of makes me feel uneasy. So I've never enjoyed the world enough to stick around. Bloodborne the same. Okay. Well, I think we'll call it a day there. When we come back, we're going to try some assassin stuff going on. We'll try the Pigeon Coop, see what Machiavelli is leaving us. Now, if we do suspect him, why would we be doing his bidding on killing people? We might be being asked to kill the wrong people. But anyway, and we've got two more factions to try and persuade over to our side. Bartolomeo was easy. He only needed to free up the area of the Borgia. Let's see what the other two need. But this is a great start to this wonderful, wonderful game. So have wonderful evenings, everyone. Achieve tech. Go and cook yourself up a fry up, even though it's 3 in the morning. And everyone else, enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Love you all. And see you on the next stream.